Hell figure daddy. Living la vida loca. Yeah, 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 yeah. Living la vida loca. This is the Star Report, and we riding on a Puerto Rican tonight. Yes, we are. Premium black news. A nigga with straight hair. A nigga just the same, but this is the show that never ends. Welcome aboard. I'm so ready for you tonight. We might do a 4-hour show, goddamn. Turned up on the dumb shit. Troll babies, good evening. Early. Okay, I got the Coronas tonight, the mini bottles. Corona Extra. Okay. My, how the mighty have fallen, huh? Is this the end for Ricky Martin? Well, we're going to discuss it. I reached out to On the Block with Jen. She may or may not call in. You know, she was a little busy, but Ricky Martin. Oh, man, do I go back with him, back to the Menudo days. Menudo was lit. Late 70s. Well, I didn't become familiar with them until I moved to New York in 81. And they were all over the place like bird shit. Menudo. And he was part of Menudo. I forget which wave, but he's now being accused, in case you don't know, pardon me, of playing hide the Badussi with his 21-year-old nephew. Charges have been filed. He's facing 50 years in the penitentiary. Folks, they don't play with incest in Puerto Rico. I've got some notes here, but goddamn, it's Friday night. I just want to get nice and saucy and talk hella crazy. Yeah, king of Latin pop. And, let me just say this early, to be fair, does anyone think he's being lined up? Because 2 or 3 years ago, Ricky Martin, along with a bunch of other people, they were all out in the streets jumping around and dancing, and they were demanding that the governor of Puerto Rico resign. Anybody remember that? Troll babies. Richard, I got your donation. He says, living la bussy loca. Let's go. Is this now payback for Ricky Martin doing the most, trying to bring down corruption in Puerto Rico? I don't know if he lives in Puerto Rico or lives in Hollywood, and I don't give a fuck. But his 21-year-old nephew by the name of Dennis Sanchez. Dennis has filed charges and some type of restraining order. Uncle Ricky, go home. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. No, I can't give you any more bussy. You drained me. I have nothing left. You've been shaking me like a salt shaker for 2 days. Put that crack stem down, Uncle Ricky. Get out of my backyard. Allegedly, I don't put nothing past these niggas. George Michael from Wham was a crack smoker, right? He was all up in the parks in the UK and England at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, taking a blast off of the demo. What is that thing they still do in England? Is it dogging? I think it's called dogging, where they just go into the parks and they watch their loved ones or their significant others get rammed and plowed by random people. I think it's called dogging. Anyway. Dennis Sanchez. Oh, you can see him posing with the phone. It's in my community section in case you're not up to speed. So his ass is in a sling. Ricky Martin. I don't know. I don't know if there's any merit to these charges, but goddamn, this is a Friday night. We're going to troll the fuck out that Puerto Rican, or as my father used to say, the PRs, you know? And I haven't done any real research on Puerto Rico in many, many years. I don't care to. No disrespect. I would rather eat a glass sandwich than go to Puerto Rico. You've heard me say this before. 2 places I don't care if I ever go to, Jamaica and Puerto Rico. Jamaica I probably will go to, and if I go there, I'm only going to Trenchtown to see the home of Bob Marley. That's it. But Puerto Rico, the welfare state as we have always known it to be, and the U.S. Navy has always used Vieques for target practice. So why the fuck would I want to go to Puerto Rico? I'm on one tonight. Okay, guys, how's the audio, phone lines? We should be good. Okay, give me a second because I was doing a lot of extra shit earlier. I want to talk about, I want you guys to educate me on Gilly the Kid, my homie, and Ricky Rose, who I've never met. They're feuding. Is that them just having fun, or is that a real fucking beef? I saw Gilly going hard in the paint. You know, gonna figure this out. It's Friday night, okay? Hang on a second, let me turn my phone down. Okay, Rory tapping in, a.k.a. the White Denzel. Okay, give me a second, guys. Let me just get my head right here. Okay. Troll babies, good evening. How you guys doing? Okay. The spelling is okay on the screen? All right. Oh, hang on a second before I take a sip, goddamn, because I have to promote the sponsors early. Tonight's show is sponsored by Asian Doll. I've always liked her. And her camp found out that I appreciate her music, and she's fine as shit. July the 22nd, she's got a mixtape coming out called Let's Do a Drill, Asian Doll. So she's my main sponsor tonight. Here's to you, young lady, okay? And also this evening, I want to lay a few things out for you guys. I have something I want to put on the table. If you ask me, I am a low-budget sociologist. A low-budget sociologist. For those of you who are in the world of sociology, I would like for you to chime in if you care to. But if you don't get a chance to call in, leave a comment. Please don't send me a bunch of emails after the show. Comment. I think I have figured out what's different about Atlanta now and why I will be out of here in about a year or two at the most. I'm glad I've moved here. I've been enjoying myself. Business is thriving. And it's just time for me to go. I've been coming here since the late 80s. Most of you know this, going back to the days when I worked at the record labels and the Jack the Rapper conventions, which then turned into How Can I Be Down? But I have come to a conclusion that Atlanta, the Atlanta metro area, no longer has a common thread of decency. Let me say that again. The Atlanta metro area no longer has a common thread of decency. Give me some time. I want to lay that out as we go. I want to focus on Ricky Martin and other things, but this town is popping now. It's thriving. Entrepreneurs are here, and that's a great thing. But it has lost its common thread of decency, and I'll talk about that shortly, okay? All right, troll babies, how you guys doing? Good evening. As I said, I got the Corona lights here. Let me just fix my screen again because I do want to focus on Gilly and Rick Ross. What is the feud about? Is it real drama, or are they just doing this for clout? I mean, we're all clout chasing. I'm clout daddy. Is there something that is really, really between these two that needs to be hashed out? Whoa, hang on a second. Oh, shit, early. Living la vida loca, yeah. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. On the block with Jen, good evening, how are you?
I'm really good. I'm tapping in early only because
Thank you.
I have some previous engagements, so I was like, let me get it in early. And I see your topic tonight is disrespect.
Yeah, total disrespect. Ricky Martin accused of...
Your topic tonight is disrespect.
That's right. Accused of taking the badussi from his 21-year-old nephew, which, as you may or may not know, in Puerto Rico is a horrific thing to do. Yeah. Incest. He's facing 50 years. Please jump in.
Yeah. So I believe he is getting lined up, but not by the government. Although he's been more political the past couple years, I don't think he's being lined up by the government. I think he's being lined up by the nephew In Puerto Rico, it's really easy to get an order of protection. It's really easy to, crucify someone when you, like you just said, accuse them of incest because, it's very serious out there. It's not like out here, your uncle molests you and he's at the barbecue asking where's the potato salad, right? So as far as Ricky, the problem is that nephew, the family speaking out now, and they're saying that nephew has been estranged from the family for years. So not only has he not been around Ricky Martin, he hasn't been around any of them. Also, his mom, Ricky Martin's sister, the nephew's mother, has had a couple domestic violence cases, and she reached out to Ricky for help, and Ricky said, I can give you an attorney, but I can't get involved in that, can't help you with that. And also the nephew had a order of protection put on him for stalking a woman and telling her he wasn't going to leave her alone. So it seems like, family dirt coming out, spilling over. But it sounds to me like Ricky has stayed away from it, from what I gather from the family coming out and speaking on it. So, they're throwing around like 50 years and incest because, it sells the clicks.
Okay, and hang on a second. I want to jump in. And to be fair, because this is the objective perspective, Ricky Martin has been famous and a person of notoriety pretty much all of his life. I mean, he goes back to the Menudo days. I forget what year or what wave he was actually in Menudo, whether it was the first or the second, I forget. But he has always been privileged, if you will, celebrated. He was a deceitful homosexual for many years. Let me repeat that. A deceitful homosexual. He kept his sexual identity from people. I forget what year he came out, finally, after misleading females, thinking that he was singing about them when he was actually singing about engulfing a tool and being bent over. So let's not act like he's some fucking figure of moral authority. Now, I'm not saying he's a piece of shit, but I'm not going to discredit Dennis Sanchez so quickly. Maybe the family's a piece. Maybe the family's just all pieces of shit, and they're on Ricky Martin's payroll. And Dennis is the only one who said, "Hey, I'm not fucking with none of you, and this son of a bitch has been pegging me." Go.
Right. Well, that's always a possibility. But what I do is I'm going to wait. If the nephew is claiming a 7-month relationship. If it is, in fact, a 7-month relationship, that means that there are screenshots, text messages, phone call logs.
Not necessarily.
Okay?
Not necessarily, but go ahead.
Absolutely. You're not going to blast somebody and then not show proof. Because the other side is going to say, you're a liar, we didn't have anything. And what you ordered, the burden of proof is on the nephew. So he's going to have to show me a text message, a call log. You have to meet up with Ricky Martin some way, somehow. So, I mean, unless they're using smoke signals, there has to be some sort of proof. So I'm not going to discredit him or say he's lying.
I want to jump in a second, Jen. Hold on. Stay with me. I appreciate your time tonight, but stay with me. Dennis Sanchez may be willing to take the stand. No, I have no text messages. I have no screenshots, but I'm willing to sit here in front of my uncle who was thrusting me about, had me wearing a peach robe and some Prada sandals as he was jerking his joystick high on Molly and pegging me. I'm willing to tell the story. Then what?
At the end of the day, people are not going to give a damn unless he has proof. That's just how people work. It doesn't matter, right? It's the reason why women come out and it's like, why are you coming out 20 years?
My tears are my proof. I'm here to tell in front of everybody.
Right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm ready.
Yeah, that's that. Like, we're not. I don't listen. I'm all about convicting if there's evidence or proof. There has to be something, or more than one person coming out saying, "Hey, me too, me too, me too." But, just a nephew that's been estranged from the family, who's had, domestic violence in order to protect him. Okay. I don't know. But you got to stop talking about Puerto Rico sideways, Star.
Puerto Rico! Oh! Now, hang on a second. So, are you a Ricky...
You got to stop talking about Puerto Rico.
No. I'm about to go in. I'm about to go in on Puerto Rico with no Vaseline. Are you a Ricky Martin fan? Keep it real. Are you a fan?
I've never bought a record, if that's what you mean by understand. I don't, I wouldn't buy a record, but I don't dislike him. You know what I mean? Like, I've never bought a Ricky Martin record. Now, I bought Menudo. I have my Menudo.
Okay.
But, I like Ricky Martin, but not enough to run out and, oh, my God, he's dropping an album. Let me grab an album. But we call him the cousin. He's the cousin.
Right.
But, the cousin or not, if there's proof that this happened, which I doubt, but if there's proof that this happened, then, I'm going to teach black people how to cut a motherfucker off, whether or not you like his music, if he's a sexual deviant.
I knew there was something black coming from you.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
Okay, now hang on a second. Let me just say right now, I want to see Rosie Perez out there with that same fucking energy she had for Spike Lee. I want to see Fat Joe out there, that's my nigga Joe, with that same energy he had against Bill Cosby. I want to see the Puerto Ricans, dragging Ricky Martin until we get to the bottom of this shit. Now, you said you have to go.
That's not fair.
No, it's very fair. But listen, I want you to promote your platform before you go in. How are we looking on subscribers? We got to get some subscribers on the block with Jen. You put up a video, The Thirst Trap. Let's go.
All right, so tomorrow I'm giving the people what they asking for, the show everybody's asking me for. I'm going to talk about the myth and the hypocrisy of the Black Latin wars. I'm going to talk about the black women who are now emulating and imitating Latin women. I'm going to talk about Latin women in cornrows. I'm going to talk about Ricky Martin versus R. Kelly and how you're supposed to cut people off if they're sexual deviants. So I'm schooling tomorrow.
Let's go, Jen.
I'm schooling people tomorrow.
Let's go.
So it's going to be the black versus Latin beef myth. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Hey, I appreciate you tapping in. Keep me posted on when you're going live tomorrow so that I can promote that in the community section. And have a great night. Thank you, Jen.
All right, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Oh. Okay, on the block with Jen tapping in. Yeah, we want to see Rosie Perez keep that same energy. Huh? Talking reckless about Spike Lee. Something in the movie. What was that movie she did in the bitch? That's where we know you from. Trying to talk crazy about Spike Lee. What film was that? Was that Jungle Fever? Do the Right Thing? I forget. I don't really fuck with Spike Lee like that. Fat Joe talking crazy about Bill Cosby. Joe, I fuck with you, my nigga, but where you at now? Today's price is not tomorrow's price. Do the right thing. Okay. Yes, I'm on one tonight, huh, Ricky Martin? Hold on a second. Protect Dennis Sanchez at all cost. If you're just now joining me, guys, a couple of years ago, I think 2 years ago to be precise, Ricky Martin was leading protest to get the governor to resign from Puerto Rico. Is this payback? Did he fuck up somebody's bag? And somebody said, hey, I'm going to get that son of a bitch. We're going to get him. They played dirty in Puerto Rico. Yes? Anybody from Puerto Rico? In the live chat or on the phone lines, 202. Sit tight, I'll be right back. It's 202. Salute to my nigga Trump, huh? Who remembers Donald Trump a couple of years back when he was throwing the paper towels into... He was throwing paper towels into the audience. Remember that? Who remembers that? Yeah, Trump the GOAT, that's right. Here you go, the quicker picker-upper. Yo, I'm out of control. Huh? Oh, my goodness. Who said that, Trump the GOAT? Is that my nigga Frank? Frank, what up, baby? 202, good evening, 202. Are you up to speed? Ricky Martin accused of hiding the bussy with his nephew.
Oh, yeah. My question is, how many more episodes are we gonna do about Puerto Rico? But
this sounds like Aaron. Hang on, I'm getting familiar. I'm getting familiar with the area code and the voice. Is this my nigga?
Yeah.
My nigga Aaron.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Good to hear from you, man. What's cracking?
First off, a lot of corruption in that place. You know what I call those people? I call them Pirates of the Caribbean, right? They suck out American resources, and they actually shot up Congress in 1956.
Yeah.
And we pardoned them for doing that. They literally, people want to talk about storming the Capitol.
For those who know
they
history.
shot up Congress in
For those who know history, yes.
They shot up Congress in 1956. It's not really a net gain for us. They drain more than they produce.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
They've destroyed New York. So the funny thing about them is now they're all leaving New York, right? So they've destroyed New York City, and now they're moving to like Orlando. They're moving to like Nashville. They're moving to all these different places after, destroying New York City. I mean, it's a bunch of Pirates of the Caribbean that live in New York. But, this doesn't surprise me. You say that he called for, I mean, we always knew he did this with his nephew, you say?
Okay, now hang on a second. To be fair, he's being accused by his 21-year-old nephew, Dennis Sanchez. And for the record, I've always had great experiences with Puerto Rican people, so I'm not going to kick dirt on them for moving in or out of New York. I used to run with the Latin Kings, King Tone, my fucking homie. So, but now you're entitled to say what you're saying. I want you to feel free to speak tonight. Ricky Martin accused...
Reggaeton music sucks.
Okay. Accused in Puerto Rico of incest. Hang on a second. Puerto Rico has a very stern law in place where it comes to those who choose to engage in incest. So he's facing 50 years. So
wow, that's great.
Okay. So earlier,
that's actually a positive thing about Puerto Rico. Wow, I take back all my statements now.
So now
every single statement I say, I actually take it back.
Yeah. So I think there's a chance. To be fair, he may be targeted because he did try to, or the former governor, to get him to resign. Ricky Martin led those rallies and protests. Are you up to speed, Aaron?
Yeah, I am. And the funny thing is I know somebody who lives down the street from one of their family members.
Okay.
And, yeah, they just moved into a neighborhood. I don't want to say it, but they just moved into a neighborhood in Northern Virginia.
Okay.
And they can't stand them. So, yeah, they're corrupt. So, honestly, though, Ricky Martin is a member of the rainbow community, right?
That's a fact. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's not a surprise to me that this happened because they, deviancy is deviancy in all forms and fashions. But I like the fact that they're going to come down swiftly on this. And I can kind of respect that. I wish we had more aggressive laws here in the United States. But we don't know. Like I said, I guess it's all speculation until the court of law. I'm pretty sure a Latin American court system is probably a standard that the rest of the world needs to have. Wink, wink. But like I can look at this in several different ways. I can look at it.
Well, now hang on a second. Let me jump in, Aaron. Let me try and set a particular course here. Do you think that Puerto Rico has such stern laws against incest because they culturally have practiced incest for hundreds of years? And if so,
no.
Hang on. And if so, maybe it's time to really use someone like Ricky Martin and make an example of him. He's not above the fucking law. Maybe he's not being lined up. Maybe he was, groping and having a relationship with his nephew. To my knowledge, and I haven't even pulled any goddamn notes, Ricky Martin is married to another man, and he's got 4 or 5 kids.
Yep. That should be illegal.
Well, whatever. He's married to another guy or dating, and he's got 4 or 5 kids. Maybe he's just a fucking freak. We all have a fetish. Maybe his 21-year-old nephew was just something he could not get out of his mind, and he was engaged with this guy in some type of deviant behavior.
Where did the 4 or 5 kids come from? Where do you get 4 or 5 kids if he likes other men? Did he adopt them?
To my knowledge, Ricky Martin and his his
that
husband.
that should be illegal too. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to cape for it. I'm not going to cape for people of this people who behave like this. I'm just not.
Gotcha.
I don't know if they have had it. I haven't read anything about Puerto Rico actually having a history of incest. I've never read that. I do know that some of them worship the devil. Mm-hmm. They do Santeria, but I've never heard about. I never heard about them actually having a. Listen, I know I've gone pretty hard on them, but I haven't heard anything about them having a history of incest. But okay. I do know.
Well, I'm a reading nigga, Aaron. Read up on it. When you get time, they do have strict incest laws. So I'm just assuming. But hang on a second, since you brought up the word speculation. Let's speculate. It's Friday night. Let's get a little silly here. Do you think that Ricky Martin, again, he's been famous all of his goddamn life since a preteen. Do you think that he is a monster, some type of deviant behavior has been within him in similar fashion like George Michael, who so fucking talented, but George Michael enjoyed smoking crack rock and going into parks in London 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and having sex with random stray men. What do you think about Ricky Martin?
Yeah. I think that when you open yourself up to that rainbow behavior, like you lose your soul at that point. I think that everything. I don't think like you're redeemable. In my honest opinion, I don't think that you're redeemable at that point. I think that I don't know. Like if you may not be like a spiritual person, like, but that there's a reason why. Like I know you don't read the Bible, but like God, like He didn't destroy.
I'm sorry, Aaron. I have to chime in. Hold on a second. I'm very well versed in the Old Testament and New Testament. I became an atheist by way of a rational awakening. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'll keep you in my prayers then, man. I will say this: that is like that sin is worse than anything else. Like, one of the worst sins ever. And I think it just leaves. It's no wonder. When you start looking up people who are of this community, it's no wonder that like, you know, the rate of, you know, deletion is high, the rate of drug use is high, the rate of, you know, certain diseases, they have more, you know, it's just a lifestyle of deviancy. You know what I mean? They have like more sexual partners than anybody. It's just like that. When you sign up for that gang, and that's what it is a gang. It is the wildest gang ever. But hey, you know, like I said, I take back all my statements. If they can actually, you know, correct this guy for his sins, you know, I will personally, I will throw some paper towels down there myself.
Ooh. Okay, listen. Now, before you go, I want to throw something at you. You said you would keep me in your prayers. Thank you. I'm not bothered by someone who is mystified, such as yourself. Do you know the Bible, Old and New Testament?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us about what happened when Apostle Paul met Jesus. Apostle Paul, hang on, who is your closest link to Jesus. Tell us about the meeting that they had, please.
Okay. So Apostle Paul was on his way to Damascus, right? And Apostle Paul fell off of, I think it was a horse or a mule or something like that, and went blind. From my knowledge, the Apostle Paul never really met, you know, Christ, right? It was all through like spirituality, right? And you're correct about him being our closest link. But the thing that the Apostle Paul did, most of the words that he wrote in the Bible are epistles, right? They're just letters to the church on how to conduct yourself, right? Like that's all it is. Like his letters to Colossians, his letters to
the word is folklore, sir. The word is folklore.
What'd you say?
The word is folklore. And yes, Apostle Paul never met Jesus. Never met the man.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. I mean, the faith would not have been. I mean, you know, Martin Luther had a experience himself. I mean, people can connect with Christ for what we believe. You may call it folklore, right? People have out of body or out of, you know, certain experiences that they deem spiritual outside of Christianity, right? I mean, maybe that may not have been for yourself, but people have had all types of different... No.
I've had those experiences when I did cocaine. So I realized I realized
Okay.
I was under the influence. Hang on. I was under the influence, such as people like yourself. You're under the influence, and that's fine. I'm not trying to clown you, but I just want to be clear. When you say
you're going to be under.
when you say you're going to pray for me, it sounds cute, but it's really bullshit. But hang on a second. Before you go, I have to ask you. I think maybe I asked you before. What the fuck is with Herschel Walker's son? What is his name? What is?
Oh yeah, I saw he ran up on that girl in the driveway, right?
What is his name? What is his fucking name?
But hold on a second. You saying that he ran up on the girl at Starbucks,
Give
right?
me his name.
Okay,
Give me his name.
But think about this, Star. Once again, when it comes to the relationship between men and women, right? Those rainbow people. Hold on. Let me make this point.
Come on.
Those rainbow people, they can get away with more with women than man can. And the reason why she didn't jump out, so let's take Mammy for example. If Mammy, if that guy outside of the steakhouse was a transgender person, Mammy would have restrained herself. They have a different set of rules.
Aaron, you and I are on the same page. Stop. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
I just want that queen's name. What is his fucking name? He's out of control.
Oh, you talking about Herschel Walker's son?
His son. What is that? The singers.
Yeah.
He pulled up on the singer. Clearly, that wasn't in the South because he would have been shot. What is it? Okay, Christian. Thank you, Troll Baby. Christian Walker.
But
he's out of control.
Okay, but do you see? Okay, but do you see how when women interact with men like that, they're not as aggressive in dealing with those rainbow men.
Right.
It's only now if he was straight. Now if he was a straight man, he'd have been in jail, right? So that's what I'm saying. They have a different law for those people, man.
Aaron, we're on the same page. Aaron, we're on the same page. I just wanted his fucking name. And what was the name of the singer? Because he totally
Kalani or whatever.
Kalani, you haven't been trending in 6 years. Kalani.
Yeah.
He's a nut job. Listen, man,
Yeah.
I got to run, man. I appreciate you calling in. All
right, man.
Good to talk to you, man. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Aaron. Thank you, Troll Babies. Christian Walker. Kalani, you haven't been trending in 6 years. He's out of control. Holy shit. Christian Walker. Was he raised with Herschel? Or was he raised somewhere else? Damn, poor thing attacked Kalani, the singer. Guys on the screen, www.creditwizpro.com. Hang on a second, I got to promote the sponsors. I want to thank you for coming on board, my sponsors. And with Credit Wiz Pro, you can call and get a free consultation if you mention Star Report with regards to collections, settlements, foreclosure, student loans, charge-offs, bankruptcies, and child support, and so much more. www.creditwizpro.com. And as I said earlier, tonight's show is sponsored by Asian Doll. Hey, baby, she's got a brand new mixtape coming out July the 22nd called Let's Do a Drill, all right? Okay, give me a second. I want to shift gears here. I want to talk about something that I've come to this conclusion, and I would love for some of you to call in and tell me I'm right or tell me I'm wrong. I'm a man of a certain age, this you know. In my opinion, Atlanta no longer has a common sense. What did I say? Common thread. Common thread of decency. It's popping business-wise. I love the new energy. I'm always downtown at the conventions. I'm always driving on the outskirts. I'm out and about. I'm doing things, roller skating. I'm up at the Cooler in Alpharetta, ice skating. I go horseback riding. You know, I'm getting my my small plane license. I'm going to aviation classes, aviation school. But I'm moving next year. Never mind me. I'm almost 60. So my opinion should not really mean too much to those of you younger people. Maybe my time has come and passed, and I'm fine with that. But I think Atlanta no longer has a common thread of decency. What do I mean by that? This place used to be really, it welcomed people from other places. I've been coming here since the late 80s when I worked at the record labels, WEA, Warner Electric Atlantic, and then Round the Globe Music and other companies, Virgin, so on and so forth. So I've been coming here since the late 80s. I remember when Keith Sweat, Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston moved into this town. I remember when LaFace, Babyface in LA got shit lit, and the Dungeon Family. I was there when Outkast came up. I was there when Andre 3000 took the stage at the Source Awards up in New York, and he said the South got something to say. You've heard me mention on multiple occasions Ghetto Mafia, who started trap music. I used to go to Sharon's Showcase back in the days. Yes, I was high on coke, but the people that were here that you would interact with, whether it be in the restaurants, the markets, the hotels, they had a glow to them. And they would say, hey, where y'all from? Where you from? They made you feel welcomed. In Atlanta, this was a beautiful fucking place. It's different now. It's different. I'm not going to say it's trash. I'm not going to dump on it because I'm here and I'm still enjoying myself, but it no longer has a common thread of decency. Everybody's on edge now. Everybody's mad about something. Everybody's combative. It's not just because I'm an older man. I mean, it's literally going to certain places and somebody's cutting you short. Somebody wants to turn up. Going through the South, if I can go very far back in the 70s when I was a little kid, riding with my family through North Carolina, and I've told you this before, driving through Carolinas, black folk waving. We're just driving on these long-ass roads, and black folk with my father's waving and beeping. I was so fascinated. And I said to my father, Bill, do you know those people? I was like 5 or 6 years old. Bill, do you know those people? He said, that's your kin, boy. That's your kin. Short for kinfolk. Now, that was in North Carolina. And I felt that when I came to Atlanta in the late 80s and into the 90s. That warm welcome. I don't feel that anymore. Now, never mind my mammy experiences. That's just for fun. I like to entertain myself. And I got a mammy story for you coming up later. Yes, I do. Anybody in the live chat know what I'm talking about? Am I crazy? The vibe is different here now. And I'm all over the place. I'm down in Jonesboro. I'm down in Riverdale. I'm out in Duluth. I'm in Lawrenceville. I'm driving all the goddamn time. I'm interacting with folk. And most of them don't know me. I'm in Hiram. I'm in Douglasville. I'm in Buckhead. I'm in Vinings and all these places. That common thread of decency is not there anymore. I'm not going to blame people from New York for moving down here, although I would never in my life go to Bronx Day. I would rather take 2 in the back of the head than go to Bronx Day and see a bunch of bum-ass niggas from New York now in Atlanta. No, thank you. But the common thread of decency is no longer here. I enjoy going to different concerts, events. But it's different. It's not the same. People don't speak as they used to. Black people don't welcome each other with the same hospitality. There used to be something called Southern hospitality. I don't see it anymore. And that's fine. If it's a thing of the past, that's fine. Now, again, you might say, well, Star, it's you. You're a funny style nigga. And yeah, I am. I'm a funny style nigga. I'm bougie. I'm uppity. Confident, conceited, convinced. But I'm very approachable. I'm approachable. So I just want to say that now, if there's anybody who is a sociologist and you have any information or you want to call in, chime in, please do. Not that what I'm saying should make any difference because I'm not a person of power. I'm a man of influence, but I'm not a person of power here in the Atlanta metro area. What I say doesn't make a difference. I don't have 5, 10, or 50 employees. I'm just a guy who's giving his assessment of things. But the common thread of decency is no longer here. And I realized that when I was at the final time I realized it, I was at the Capitol Grill. Me and Pocahontas, she flew in from Iowa. We were out on Lake Lanier on the boat, as you saw the video, or you may not have seen it. And then we go to the Capitol Grill and we're just, shit's different now. Anybody care to chime in before we get back to the bullshit? We're going to get back to the bullshit. Yes, I'm leaving, but don't follow what I'm saying as something you should do. I'm just saying it's time for me to move on, you know? Come on down. Atlanta has what you want. If you're looking to turn up, get the bag, it's here. It's here. Bitches all over the place, huh? Bitches get down on the floor, huh? Pee popping and all sorts of shit. The clubs are lit from what I hear. I don't go to clubs. I'm too fucking old. Okay, let's get back to the show here. And Gem Star, I got your donation. Star, if it's black news, Jen can talk for an hour, but when it's hot-ass Puerto Rican mess, suddenly Jen remembers she has rice and beans burning on the stove. Let's go, Gem Star. Let's go. Jamar says, why you always shitting on Spanish niggas? Well, Jamar, are you from Spain? Or do you speak Spanish? Spanish people told me decades ago, just because you speak Spanish doesn't mean you're Spanish. Jamar, you're in your feelings, I see. When I talk about black people, it's all fun and games. Ha, 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 ha. Somebody talks about a speck, you got a problem. Thank you for your donation, Jamar. Hey, and Jamar, did you know that the classic film West Side Story with Natalie Wood, the star of the film, she wasn't even a fucking Puerto Rican? Did you know that? Truth hurts. Brooklyn Giggles tapping in, hold me, and you tell me all the sweet things that I need to hear. It's been so long since I felt as strong as I feel for you. Love this song. Okay, thank you, Brooklyn Giggles, if that's really you. King Kev tapping in. It's always a boy for these weird, fruity niggas. Somebody tell that gay racist leprechaun Rory to stop opening up the alternate pussy dimensions. Hold on a second. Okay. Pocahontas tapping in. Raga bless your star. This is one of your classic shows, and you got a large amount of them. We will play this when you die. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Raga bless. I died 9 years ago. I'm actually a time traveler, but that's another story. Thank you so much, okay? And King Kev, got your donation as well. Hold on a second, guys. Let me go to area code 404. Oh, that looks like an ATL exchange. Are you there? 404. Let's get it.
Yo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's cracking? How are you? Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, nigga. I heard Jersey in the building this last night. This Zanzibar nigga was cracking.
What's cracking, big nigga? How you feel?
Shit, come on, man. I ain't from Cali. I just played your black ass. Let me tell you something, man. The thing of it is, it's over. It's over, Star. Look, man. Like the motherfucking Fishburne said in King, New York, you got played, slayed, and got laid, man. It's over.
Sir, what are you talking about? We're talking about Ricky Martin. What are you talking about?
Nobody had that.
What are you talking about?
They don't have that.
Sir, please. What are you talking about? Address, which topic are you talking about? I'm confused.
This was happening, yo. Last night, the Zanzibar, everybody know it, 404, but Jersey stand up, Newark, New Jersey.
Folks, that's that powder. Pay attention. That's that powder. Come on.
Say what, nigga?
You're talking about Zanzibars from the 80s, nigga. That's that powder. I know who
I'm
the
saying,
fuck
that's
I'm
what,
talking about.
That's where I'm at.
Goofy nigga. What's cracking?
That's where I'm at.
No, we're not talking. We're talking about Ricky Martin tonight, nigga.
Star.
Ricky Martin, what are you doing? I don't want to talk about Zanzibars right now. That was
Look, let me
last
tell you
month.
something, man. Look, Menudo, I was down on that. That was during the time Candy Girl. That's when he brought them niggas out.
That's that powder, folks. Give me a second.
You were saying, I'm talking about the last shit that you were saying is that, niggas don't agree and things like that no more. Because when you get that knowledge, guess what? They don't have that. They not gonna have that.
Sir, give us today's mathematics. You talking about the knowledge. Give us today's math.
No. I ain't even on that type of time. You ain't even.
Sir, you got the Bobby Brown jaw. I hear it. You talking about the knowledge. Give us the math or get the fuck off the line, nigga.
I like when you get.
Folks, pardon me. That's an old nigga from Newark. Now with a 404 area code. You see, a nigga from up north down here in the south hiding or doing something. I don't know. But thank you for the call, nigga. Guys, on the screen, www.songsthatwork.info. Please check out one of my sponsors. Hold on a second. Songsthatwork.info. Got to promote the sponsor. Music Sync Licensing. Getting paid on lives, investing, selling beats, sound packs, and vocal packs, selling merch, music NFTs, and vinyl, joining networking organizations like the Recording Academy and Songwriters Hall of Fame, among others. Please tell them I sent you. www.songsthatwork.info. Okay. Where's my nigga at Precise? Where are you, baby? Do you want to call in? We on that bullshit tonight. Hold on, guys. Precise on YouTube. Pow! The Precise live show on YouTube, okay? Let me go to Cash App. People spending Skrilla. I appreciate you folks. Hi, is it Clarisse? Hi, Clarisse. Okay, thank you so much, darling. Just respecting the machine. Thank you, boo-boo. The real Rico Mercado. Rory still and will always love Britney. Okay. Sir Shy. I can see Randy and Johnny Too Cool on a bussy protest. Okay. Martinez, salute to you, OG. Thank you so much. Blade tapping in premium Puerto Rican news tonight. Yeah. Elijah, thank you for your donation. Jen's boobs make me happy. Eli from BPT. Okay, I spoke to Aaron. Aaron said I'm on the line. Thank you for tapping in, Aaron. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I gotta go through these cash apps. Keith, I got your donation. Ricky Martin, the family-loving bussy boy. Ha ha. Yeah, I'm not gonna discredit the young man Dennis Sanchez just yet, you know? Everybody's not looking for a bag. Dennis may just be tired of Uncle Ricky coming over, you know, high on that shit, allegedly. Doing the most. A pocket full of Viagra. Sipping some gin. Dennis might be telling Uncle Ricky, stop. My boyfriend's here. Go home. Get out of my backyard. No, Uncle Ricky. I'm not going to peg you. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Go home to your husband. Life is stranger than fiction, folks. Hi, Marty. Thank you for your donation. Marty tapping in. She says, you make me laugh. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Blade tapping in. Fact, we want to see Jennifer Lopez keep the same energy she had with allegations against Wesley Snipes. Facts! Facts! What's his name? Crazy Legs from Rocksteady Crew. Where's Crazy Legs pulling out the tool, sending dick pics? Do not let these goddamn Puerto Ricans get away tonight. Look at him sending me cash up. Yo, why you riding on Puerto Ricans? Why not you? You're so fucking entertained when it's about black people. Why not you now? Ricky Martin pulling down Dennis Sanchez briefs. Pulling down his little punk panties, huh? Pegging them. Little nigga running around in some fucking Gucci slides and a thong. Uncle Ricky blowing his back out. Allegedly. The real Mercado says, okay, I read that one. Pardon me. Elvis, he says, he bangs, oh baby, he moves. Yeah, that's the lyrics. Gangs of Love tapping in. Aaron shaking his buns for Rory. Hashtag purr. Okay, Gangs of Love, man, what's cracking? You want to call in? Mark Anthony tapping in. Ricky caught the nephew with Aaron, allegedly. Oh, no. Okay. And Julian, Atlanta DA reveals more RICO cases are coming. Thank you for reminding me, Julian. Yeah, let me just take a second here. The common thread of decency. It's a thing of the past. And I can't be mad at the DA in Atlanta metro area for now wanting to clean up the bullshit. Gunna, Young Thug. These niggers have no power. They're just rappers, that go into the hood, doing coat drives and sneaker drives and some other shit. You gotta get this kid some coats and all that shit. Passing out turkeys. Who gives a fuck? Atlanta's different. So yes, the DA and others are now locking niggas up. You've had your run. The town is popping. It's different. Get with the program. What's that old saying? Get down or lay down. Thank you for your donation. And before I go back to the phone lines, Blade says, did I just hear Star claim to be approachable? Nigga, you grip up if anyone gets within 20 feet of you. I grip up, but I speak. You can talk to me. I have to grip up on the Water Boys because the Water Boys are on some other shit. Troll Babies, anybody know about the Water Boys, huh? Those little niggas will press any fucking body. Rob, I got your donation. Rob says, great show. Thank you, Rob. Yes, I grip up on middle schoolers. Them niggas are snatching the fucking emblems off the goddamn cars and trucks. The common thread of decency is gone. Oh, shit, is that my nigga Randy tapping in? 209, Randy. Give me a second.
What's up, my nigga Star? Today is a gay show.
Yes, Ricky Martin accused
This is the Bussy Report.
Yes, Ricky Martin accused of hiding the bussy, taking the bussy, violating the bussy, beating on the bussy. There is a domestic violence charge and a order of protection against him. Let's go, Randy.
Can I give my theories and suspicions on this topic?
Please.
He probably groomed them, and there might be some more boys, and we'll hear more about this, you know?
Yeah.
There's never just one with these people of status, you know, that have a following because they have this bigger-than-life feel to them sometimes, to their followers.
Persona.
I'm pretty sure if he did this to his nephew, that is his own kin, what other thing could he have done to people that aren't of his, you know, blood? And the gay community has to hold this L. This is their people, and this somewhat might be their culture of grooming young boys and sometimes breaking people in, you know. It's also creepy because in the New York area, you see a whole bunch of the community, and they'll tell you, like, oh, yeah, we enjoy trying to hook up with straight men more than, you know, gay men because some aren't attracted to that feminine energy that they emulate, you know. I can't say the word on your show because...
Now, hang on a second, Randy. You are Dominican, yes? Born and raised in
That is correct.
Born and raised in New York City. So now you have no love for Puerto Rican. You have no love for Puerto Ricans. Keep it real. No love for them.
I've dated them, but yeah, I fuck with them, but as much as I can. But yeah.
But you would never take a Puerto Rican home to your Dominican mother and say, "Mom, this is the one." You wouldn't do that.
I have in my younger years, but knowing now what I know from New York, probably not.
Yeah. Now you're older. You're of sound mind. You wouldn't.
It's a mindset, you know.
Right.
It's cultures.
Yeah. Okay. Continue.
Oh yeah, and I was just speaking on the gay culture. They like grooming their lovers sometimes, you know. Sometimes they have this ideology of all straight guys have a little gay in them. They just, you know, haven't explored on the other side, as you'll say. So they like playing those games, you know, get you intoxicated, do a little coke with you, get you loose like you will a female, you know, play their greatest hits, perform for you, make you feel like you're in that moment.
Hang on a second, Randy. You know, I'm not gonna just clown Dennis Sanchez, Ricky Martin's nephew.
I'm not clowning. I'm actually feeling for him. Because
Listen, Ricky Martin probably has Dennis jumping around in Fashion Over heels.
They have this saying, you could never...
Jumping around in Fashion Over heels, beating him in the back of the head. Do the line of coke, you bitch. Do the coke.
Stars. Sounds like you've been there with females.
Do that line of coke, you little disrespectful bitch, or I'm gonna choke the fuck. Hang on, I'm on one. Or I'm gonna choke the fuck out of you. I'm tired of telling you. You know the routine. Get up on the counter. Get up on the counter. Twirl around. Dip it low, you little dirty bitch. I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. Go ahead. You were saying? Go ahead.
Sorry.
Are you there?
And that thing is an exchange of energy and power. And yes, that's how it plays out.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're high, you want to be an extremist. You want to be on that. You want them to get higher than you,
Yeah.
know? And then you want to.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? I've noticed that in California, that's a lot in the suburban culture. White people will supply you with a substance and then want you to get higher than them, and they get a rush off of that.
Yes,
so I can see how.
I brought you a Prada bag, you little bitch. You dirty little butch. Roll over. I'm gonna spit on you, and then I'm gonna plow you. Roll over. Stay there. I'm gonna do this line of coke. Don't you fucking move. I'm sorry. Good. You were saying. Go ahead. Go ahead. Are you there?
Are you getting flashback stars? He probably had him dancing in some stilettos.
Yeah.
Thing.
Get up in those heels, you little dirty boy.
To say this is going to be a chronicle,
heels.
you know?
Yeah. Go
There's definitely more young boys, you know? And off of
There's always a boy.
He was...
Good.
Off of his art, he was saying he was living the vida loca. He's living crazy. So you were just saying earlier, all of this might sound wild and strange and deranged, but certain people haven't ventured or explored that side of pleasure or ecstasy or euphoria.
Right. Euphoria. That's the word here. Euphoria.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're in a room, and it's no longer about the sex.
Put on those Dolce & Gabbana slides, you little bitch. I'm gonna slap.
Yes.
I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna do this line, and then I'm gonna jump from the top of the stairs down to the bottom. I'm gonna give you a ground and pound, and you're gonna love it. I'm gonna choke you. You're gonna pass out. Then you're gonna come back, and then I'm gonna choke you again. You're gonna pass out, and then I'm gonna ejaculate on you. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Randy. I'm wilding. Go ahead. Pardon me.
And then sometimes you even get more violent when you misplace the substance.
Yeah.
And you're looking at that person like you can't trust them, but they've been naked in front of you the whole time.
Right.
But just very on edge. So you might grab a gun and tell them things that you do not mean because you love them. But
put on that Prada dress, you little faggot, or I'm gonna hurt you.
I'm gonna hurt you and no one's gonna care.
I'm gonna chop up your body and I'm gonna bury you in the backyard. I'm tired of fucking talking to you. Go ahead, Randy. Go ahead.
In a beautiful
folks, we out there right now.
In a beautiful estate somewhere in the hills or Puerto Rico, in the mountains, you know, they're telling him, like, I will leave you in this island and then I will leave it and no one will care. Right. But that is just one of many, you know, that his nephew is a freedom fighter and more people should come out and speak on heinous crimes like that because what we learned...
All right, Randy, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm talking about beating up a boy. And where you going, man? I'm on one. I'm talking about.
Oh no!
I'm talking about Ricky Martin and fucking Dennis Sanchez, man. Just finish up, please. I'm on one.
More people like Dennis Sanchez should come out and speak up, and Star, you should open your platform for these young men.
Randy,
these Puerto Rican young men. Should reach out to you, okay. And you and Jen on the block should interview them.
Randy, good to talk to you, man. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, my nigga Randy tapping in. Folks, I think I got to take a break and go get some water. I'm doing too much shit. Hey, did anybody catch, by way of the New York Post, this is a crazy story, a flight attendant, she gave Simone Biles a coloring book. She thought she was a child. Do you guys know? Do you know this story? The hater misses nothing. NewYorkPost.com. Simone Biles. She's 4'8", the gymnast, 25 years of age. She's got medals and all sorts of fly shit. She just got the Medal of Freedom from the president. A flight attendant thought she was a child and gave her a coloring book. What is she mad? She's going to sue people? Oh, my God. All right, listen, I'm going to take a quick intermission. Let me go get some fucking water, man, because I'm doing too much right now. Let me put a sponsor on the screen. I'll be right back. Folks, go to this website if you have herpes. I'm here to promote, man. What's cracking? What's shaking? What's popping? I don't want to say your name, sir, but do you want to call in? Holler at me, man. You know. Hollis, I got your donation. Star Ricky Martin allegedly took the bussy, just like number 9 did to that girl he impregnated once upon a time. Hashtag funny style, okay? Chen says via PayPal, did you ever have to spin Ricky Martin when you were on the radio? I didn't have to play anybody. I mean, I played what I felt like playing. I've always liked his music, but I was more of a Luis Miguel guy, you know? I did play, was it Aventura? Am I saying that name right? I played some of their tracks. I mean, the radio stations had their own playlist, you know, and I just... I played what I wanted in between, but thank you for your donation. Ricky Martin's music was okay with me. Sean Ace got your donation. Hey, Aaron, toot, toot, beep, beep. Keep the woman beating wannabe white nationalists off the phone. Your Sicilian cuzzo. Oh. You selfish prick. How could you laugh about that ruthless Italian bitch? You were supposed to pay tribute to her family. Hashtag Mooly. Oh! Okay, that sounds like somebody who knows me. Hold on a second. Hold on, guys. Okay. You see, folks, I don't play with Italians. I don't fucking play with them. I don't fucking play no Italians, Jack. Jada Bandit, where are you, my nigga? Do you want to tap in? I'm trying to get the sponsors on the line tonight, you guys. Let me know if you want to call in, promote. I'm here for you. This is business, okay? Okay. Hold on a second. Is it Autumn? Hi, Autumn. 706. Are you a female or are you a nigga in slides? Who is 706? Good evening. Is it Autumn?
Nah, that's my cash app shit. That's my business. But I'm Black Gen Z Mindset. I had sent you a super chat.
Thank you for tapping in, sir.
Yeah.
How are you? I appreciate your support. Where do you want to go, big nigga? Let's go.
I'm good, man. I just wanted to hit on Atlanta for a second, bruh. You're absolutely right. These niggas done lost all decency, bro.
Yeah.
They done lost it all.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the story that just came out about the brother. He was at the gas station, and then he saw a woman getting beat by her man. The dude, he tried to intervene, ended up shooting the nigga, and then the woman left with the man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So everything is twisted. Everything is topsy-turvy. Like, that's what I cover on my YouTube channel, like all the shit that's going down in Atlanta and like cities.
Now, hang on a second. What is the name of your channel? I like to promote the younger people. You know this. What is the name of your channel, please?
Okay, well, yeah. I'm 27. I'm in Atlanta. My channel is Black Gen Z Mindset.
Okay.
And I just kind of I talk about like all the shit that's going down in these streets and whatnot. But like the thing specifically in Atlanta is that they basically made it so when Keisha Lance Bottoms, the former mayor, was in office, even when she was a city councilwoman, she was pushing this initiative so that it was like woke politics, obviously,
right.
But she pushed this initiative that you basically don't have to pay a bond for misdemeanors. So what's happened is, and the stats have came out, like this is already documented, 85% of the people who caught misdemeanors in Atlanta are not showing up to their court dates at all.
Okay.
So I mean, if a motherfucker is gonna commit a misdemeanor and be able to get away with it, most likely they're committing other crimes. And I'm not saying like you like harp on a whole bunch of little shit, but at least like these motherfuckers just think they can do whatever the fuck they want in the streets. Like there was a coach, a coach Bradley Coleman who got killed at the damn Quick Trip in Gwinnett County.
I saw that.
Like
I
he
saw
was
that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was pumping air in his fucking tires.
Yeah.
Like this shit is OD. And from what I hear, Fannie Willis, the district attorney in Fulton County, she's about to make another RICO arrest of like these little
2 more. I saw. She said she's got 2 more high-profile RICO arrests. Now hang on a sec. Stay with me. I appreciate your calling, your donation. Email me when you get time, because someone such as yourself, you're of the newer generation. How old are you again?
I'm 27.
Okay. I appreciate your perspective. Never mind me as an older guy. I don't have kids. I'm hanging out with, women half my age. I should be married to an old bitch with gray hair, but I appreciate the younger perspective. I don't want to be right. I hope I'm wrong, but it just seems like there's no longer a common thread of decency. I try not to watch Fox 5 Atlanta in the morning because, as you know, they report shootings every fucking 8 minutes, and it would lead you to believe that there's just total chaos going on. But someone such as yourself,
Yeah.
Send me a link to your YouTube platform. I will check it out. I will promote you. I appreciate you. Go ahead. You were saying? Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think the problem with Fox 5 is they don't tell you how to avoid these situations. That's really what it is.
Bingo.
Like
Bingo.
When they report the news, they don't tell you who's like the type of motherfuckers that's doing.
Yeah.
And then they don't tell you how these are so sneaky. They sneaking up on people and doing. There was one thing where they were like, the little bird scooters. The little niggas, I don't know who, they'll get somebody Cash App and get on the little bird scooters, and then they'll go or their Apple Pay, whatever, and then they'll go and ram the bird scooter in a car.
Yeah.
And then boom, now they jacking your shit. Like you get out, oh Lord, oh give me your insurance, whatever, and now they pulling the strap on you. And they got niggas watching around. So on my channel, I tell you how to avoid situations like this. I tell you how to look for that type of shit, because you can pretty much keep yourself safe. And it is a lot of doom and gloom on Fox 5 and the news and shit like that. But it's realistic, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like the shit is realistic.
Well, listen, let me just say this, man. I'm enjoying my time here. I've been living here close to 5 years now. Been coming here since the late 80s. So I've seen this place evolve. I like what your generation is doing. Everything, man, from Uber Eats drivers to the conventions, the entrepreneurs. I love to see the younger females starting their online beauty businesses, hair and makeup, and they're moving, shaking, and popping. Downtown Atlanta is thriving. That's fucking beautiful. But it just seems to me, I could be wrong, that there's no longer a common sense of decency. So it's a little more, it's concerning to me. It just seems like people are on fucking edge. I don't have the answers.
Yeah.
But that's my perception. But shoot me a banner to your channel so I can cross-promote you. I appreciate you calling in. I'll give you the last word. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I just emailed you, so I appreciate you having me on your show.
Yeah,
I just want to say this. You're saying there isn't like that common decency, that Southern hospitality twang has like died off.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because a lot of times like these young niggas are growing up, I call it the op culture. So like a lot of are creating enemies out of thin air. Yeah. Like they're creating enemies with people who live here and people who, for no reason online, and they're doing it. And then what's happening is they're meeting or seeing or getting caught lacking in person.
Yeah.
And the rest is history. So I think that like the young generation, you know, there's a lot of people doing some good shit, entrepreneurial shit. You know, myself, I'm on some entrepreneurial shit.
Okay.
But at the same time, when you look at the statistics, there is a high underemployment rate, which is people who are not looking for jobs at all within the age range of black men who are 16 to 24. So you have a high rate of, you know, people who aren't employed.
Yeah.
And a lot of these niggas are out here in the streets, and, you know, they mamas don't know where they at, basically. Yeah. So
are you born and raised in Georgia? You born and raised here?
Yes. So okay. I'm from the Metro Atlanta area. You know.
Let's you and I talk another day, because I'm really disgusted with a lot of these old niggas that come down here from New York, and I think they're bringing a certain element with them. You know, all that screw face and mean mugging, you know, that shit that's been going on up north for decades. They're bringing that shit down here, and to some degree, we have to place blame on those old niggas too. It's not just the young niggas. Those old niggas. You feel me?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I mean, the old niggas have a huge part because they're the ones who implemented the outdated street code shit. Like,
yeah.
You know,
and they're up on Vlad TV telling.
Yeah, because
death to old niggas telling. I'm sorry, gay. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. No, I was just saying. I mean, it's like they implemented a code that they're not even following, and then you have the young niggas trying to follow that code,
right.
And eventually they're getting years. But what's happening is they're letting a lot of people go too. They're letting a lot of people off. I mean, look at New Orleans.
Yeah.
Look at Memphis. A lot of people. I mean, the guy who killed Young Dolph. He literally shot up a bowling alley, and
I don't want to start jumping from state. Thank you for tapping in, man. Stay in touch. I appreciate your donation. Okay.
I bet.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Hey, man, old New York niggas and Jersey coming down here with all that extra shit, man. Let me tell you about Mammy. But let me put my information on the screen first and foremost. Guys, if you want to support the machine, where's my PayPal information? God damn, hold on a second. Okay. This is a business. Don't get it fucked up. In case you don't have Cash App, you want to support the machine, PayPal information on the screen right there. So, the Mammy that I told you about at Publix Supermarket a couple of days ago, I went back there this morning around 10:30 a.m. or so. This is the Mammy that said to me in my face, "You don't fit in around here. You don't fit in." Now, however she perceived me, you know, uppity, bougie, whatever, that's fine. It didn't bother me, because I said to her as I was leaving, I said, "Is that a fact?" You know, I kept it pushing. This morning, I go into Publix Supermarket. If you live in the Atlanta metro area, you do know that Publix is one of your more upscale supermarkets as opposed to Kroger's and Ingles. I get a few items, Listerine, and I get the Corona extra light beers, the mini bottles, and some other things. I forget what I get, protein bars. And I'm getting ready to go to the self-checkout, but then out of my peripheral, I see the Mammy who told me a couple of days ago, "You don't belong here, or you don't fit in." I said, let me go on that line. Now, Mammy was training a younger Mammy. I get in the line. I put my items on the counter. I'm not saying anything. Mammy's not saying anything. But I look at Mammy because Mammy's standing next to the cashier. Again, she's training the young Mammy. So she's actually bagging up the items and letting the younger Mammy work the register. We make eye contact. I smile. I don't say anything. She smiles. She doesn't say anything. The younger mammy, the younger mammy gives me the total. I stick in the debit card, put in the PIN, approved, pull the card out, put it back in the wallet. I don't have my wallet with me here, but I make sure that the older mammy sees the police badge. I actually tilt the wallet so that she can see the big ass badge. Now, the badge was given to me by a buddy of mine, a retired cop. I want Mammy to see the badge. Now, I'm not impersonating a law enforcement officer, but I want her to see the fucking badge. And I caught her gazing upon the badge, and then I very slowly put the badge back in my pocket. Mammy then looks back at the younger cashier. The younger cashier gives me the receipt because I always get a receipt. I don't say anything. I take the receipt. As I'm getting ready to touch my cart, the younger mammy says, as Publix cashiers say, "Thank you for coming. Do you need some help to your vehicle?" Before she could even finish saying, "Do you need some help to your vehicle?" the older mammy touches her arm as if to say, well, she didn't say anything, but just, touch to stop her from offering assistance to my vehicle. To stop her. And I caught it, and then I looked at Mammy. She looked at me, I looked at her, we both smiled. Nothing is said. And I slide off. But I felt that Mammy, when she touched the arm of the younger cashier, she said to her, "We don't fuck with his kind." Now, she didn't say that verbally, but because I'm funny style, I'm a weirdo. I'm trying to become. I'm trying to understand mental telepathy. I think I heard her say that. We don't fuck with his kind. Stopped her from offering assistance to the vehicle. So this was a standoff of sorts. This morning in public supermarket. Cheers. That's all I wanted to say. Now, that's got nothing to do with, the common thread of decency. That was just me and Mammy just, going through our little thing. And I'll keep you posted because I'm going back there because I enjoyed that little, smile exchange, but no words were said. And I truly think that she's trying to tell me, for those of you from my generation, the old saying, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. That's what she's letting me know. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Good evening, area code 347. Is that Rory, the white Denzel? Rory.
Oye, papo, ¿cómo está? Oye, papo.
How are you, Rory? Good to hear from you, man.
Can I get a couple dollars, man? I'm all fucked up, man. Can I get a couple dollars, man? I just came home.
Ooh.
I just came home, man.
Let's go.
I'll show you my prison ID, Papo. I'll show you my prison ID. Can I get a couple dollars? Come on, Papo. I did all 9 years. They gave me 3 to 9, Papo, and I did all 9 years. Oh, my God, Papo. I'm all fucked up.
Ricky Martin accused of beating up the bussy, his 21-year-old nephew. Are you up to speed, Rory?
Yeah, come on, man. Who you talking to? I'm born and raised around Puerto Ricans my whole life, man.
Okay.
I love them, but I can't stand them motherfuckers.
Ooh.
I got to be honest with you.
Let's go.
I love them. If you know about the Boricuas, when they get home, when they go home, whether it's from school or from work or whatever, they get naked. I don't know what it is. They're some of the horniest, trashiest people you ever met in your goddamn life. I swear to God. I'm telling you, man, I know these people. When they get home, they're living in New York City in the middle of winter. They get home, and the girls are going to be stripped down to poom shorts and a sports bra, and there's at least 4 or 5 of them in the house, and they're strutting their stuff around the house, and all the men and the boys in the house are going to be in their boxer shorts, and if you're lucky, maybe they got a wife beater on, and that's how it could be 10 degrees outside. They got the heat turned up to 95, and you got a whole apartment full of them walking around half naked. So yeah, I'm not surprised about the Ricky Martin shit, man. You know. I'm not surprised.
So now, hang on a second, Rory. So now in Puerto Rico, in Puerto Rico, incest is like a major offense violation. He's facing 50 years. There is order of protection against him. There are claims that he was thrusting some type of relationship, intimate, pounding out the bussy. His nephew, 21-year-old Dennis Sanchez. But now to be fair, I'm asking, could this quite possibly be payback from Ricky Martin a couple of years ago? I think 2 years ago, to be precise. He was protesting against the Puerto Rican governor to have him resign. Did Ricky Martin rub some people the wrong way? Did he make enemies, and now this is the get back?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, because the Puerto Rican government ain't powerful like that. He's more powerful than them. I mean, that guy was the face of Puerto Rico. He has more money personally than probably any other Puerto Rican, except for that other little junkie-looking dude that was married to Jennifer Lopez.
Whoa, easy. That's my homie, Mark Anthony. So that's my guy. That's my homie.
Yeah.
That's my homie.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
He might have money like that.
Yeah.
He might have money like that, but we also look, man.
I used to buy Coke from Mark Anthony, one of his cousins.
I got a little bit of loyalty to them, but I gotta keep it real.
Rory, hold on a second. I want to go left.
Rory,
slow down. I want to go left for a second. I saw Mark Anthony.
Your people tonight.
Rory, slow down. I saw Mark Anthony in concert. I think it must have been 6 years ago. The Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. I took my girlfriend at the time. The concert was fucking lit. I think the picture's still on my goddamn Instagram page. And I used to buy Coke from one of his cousins. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. I'm not gonna. Yeah, he's cool. He came on the Star and Buckwild show. Him and Jennifer Lopez are huge in Puerto Rico. You forgot J-Lo. Go ahead.
Yeah, by you saying the incest thing, I'll just say this: by knowing them as well as I do, growing up with them. Born and raised in the same neighborhood as them. I live on their food. I live on Puerto Rican food all my life just because I'm a New Yorker. I know I'm Irish and shit, but if I don't have Puerto Rican food every 2 weeks or something like that, I start feeding for it.
I prefer Dominican food.
So I know Puerto Rican.
I ate bacalao for 5 years straight. Bacalao. I prefer Dominican food. But go ahead.
Hell yeah. All of that. Arroz con pollo, chicharron. I could go down the line, man. Pernil. I know Puerto Ricans, man. But, the incest thing, I'll say this. I know for a fact, they could say whatever they want.
Okay.
I know for a fact that the white Puerto Ricans marry into their cousins to keep the bloodline white. Yeah. I know that for a fact. Yeah. But they have green and blue-eyed Puerto Ricans, La Rubia, with blonde hair, the whole family, and they keep that thing going. So, like I said, they're some of the horniest people you ever met in your whole life. If you lived in a neighborhood with Puerto Ricans, almost everybody lost their virginity to one of the Puerto Rican girls. Almost everybody. I don't care who it was. You know, black, white, whatever. Even the Chinese dudes was getting some Puerto Rican bootag. Yeah. I'll say, I'll tell you about the Boricuas. I love them, but I hate them. But, I don't hate them. I love them, but a lot of them were my enemies. I'll say that.
Right.
But yeah, Puerto Ricans, listen to this. If burglarizing your neighbor's apartment while they went to work was an Olympic sport, Puerto Rico would win the gold medal every year. Every goddamn year.
I want to jump in for a second. I want to say, do you know why I have a personal gripe against Puerto Rico? In 2012, Hector Camacho was killed in Puerto Rico. It's macho time, baby. Floyd Mayweather got his whole style from Hector Camacho. It's macho time.
Fact.
Anybody in the live chat know what I'm talking about?
East Harlem.
East Harlem.
Camacho.
They should have gave him a pass.
Camacho.
So what? He was coked out. So what? He owed a dealer. How do you kill Hector Camacho in Puerto Rico? I'm still tight about that.
And the killers never got caught. I don't think the killers ever got caught. No,
will they?
That's what I said.
They?
When I said they could be trashy, I meant that shit, man. When they had that whole thing with the hurricane and the whole island got destroyed, they went crazy on Trump. But what happened? Like 6 months later, they found whole goddamn garages filled
warehouses full of fucking
that was
supplies.
Sent.
Yeah.
Warehouses full with goddamn aid that was sent. And they were just I'm telling you right now, so ain't no gangster like an old Puerto Rican gangster. That's a fact. I don't give a shit. Ain't no gangster like an old New York gangster. Yeah. I don't care about the white guys, the black guys, whatever. Those Puerto Ricans, they could live on nothing their whole life. They are gangster, and once they get off,
Didn't you get jumped by the Latin Kings, or was that the Nietas? I forget.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that wasn't, but I had lived in a Puerto Rican neighborhood my whole life, So, I lived right next to Edgar Allan Poe Park. That was okay.
No, I thought on Rikers Island. Didn't you say you got jumped on Rikers Island by the Latin Kings?
Yeah, I got jumped on Rikers Island.
Yeah.
But, I went to public school in New York City, so,
right.
That was nothing. That's why I could, I could go back and forth with all these brothers, and that's why I know the Puerto Ricans are, I'm telling you, Star, if I wouldn't be surprised if some crazy shit happened with Ricky Martin. That's all I'm saying. Because the Puerto Ricans are some hot-blooded, horny people. It don't matter. You go to listen. Those girls go back at home when they get home from the store, whatever, and they take off all their clothes. I don't know what it is with them, but that's like their thing. They turn the heat up, and they take off all their clothes, and they start eating their bag of pork rinds and their onion rings. And, they're hanging out all day. Hanging out all day, waiting for it. Just waiting for it. And you hear... I knew we was going to go in on the machos tonight, man. I'm sorry. Oye, lo siento.
Rory, sit tight. Stay with me. Hold on. Tara, I got your donation. Thank you, darling. Rory, hold on. Tara says us Dominicans have to ride on Puerto Ricans. Oh, thank you, Tara. Thank you, darling. Stay there, Rory. Rory, hang on. Mark sent a donation. He says no more.
That's even worse than the Puerto Ricans.
No more aid to Puerto Rico until further notice. Okay, hold on, Rory. Hold on. I got to read these cash apps. Stay with me. Jamal started. You covered the Bow Wow response video. Yeah, I did. I spoke about Bow Wow responding, saying, Orlando Brown needed help, something. And then Orlando Brown came back and said Bow Wow needs to embrace having good bomb pussy. So that's where it is right now. Bow Wow did respond, but thank you, Jamal. And then Orlando Brown came back again. Hold on a second, guys. On this, okay, Rory, I got your donation. Thank you. Sit tight. Okay, I don't know what this is about. Forever Maryland. I'll check your email out later. Thank you so much. Dimzilla says Rory still has tranny breath on his pelvis. Dimzilla getting at you, Rory. Dimzilla getting at you.
Man, you know, like I told you last time, man, half of these fake ass thug dudes come from, you know, bumfuck nowhere, man. They walk outside their crib, they ain't even got cell phone service. They got to yodel to each other. You know, this other pussy boy, Gangsta Love, he's in Nebraska. Like, I'm worried about some bitch-ass nigga from Nebraska, man. Come on, man. Get on the line. You got something to say to me? Get your ass on the line.
Hold on a second, Rory. Stay right there. And yes, folks, I have no problem with Rory saying bitch-ass nigga. Gangsta Love, where are you, sir? Are you calling in? Gangsta Love. Rick B, I got your donation. Rory, sit tight. Don't go nowhere. Rick B sends a donation. He says, for turkey and drive. Okay, peace, beloved star. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, Blade says, cousin Dominic getting at Star tonight. I don't have a cousin named Dominic anymore. He passed away. I got a cousin named Salvatore. He's got one foot in the grave. But thank you, Blade. Okay, what is this? Thanks for having me. Okay, thank you. Thank you, young man. I'll check out your email later on. Thank you so much. Blade also says, death to old niggas telling, ? Nigga, you tell him. So I've been telling since the 80s. I didn't just start telling you. Now you have a plethora of old niggas who are now just starting to tell. I've been telling since the 80s. Rory, sit tight a second. Let me freshen up my drink here. Thank you, Blade, for your donation. I started telling when I realized I was too busy for the penitentiary. You know this, Blade. I wasn't scared to go. I just said, the penitentiary? What the fuck? I just came over from middle suburbia. What am I going to go up north with a bunch of niggas and specs and do a 3 to 6? I don't got time for that. I wasn't scared to go. I said, I don't got time for that. I've got more blow to do. I've got more horse to hang out with. And I was playing in different rock bands, playing bass guitar. So I've been telling since the 80s. But thank you, Blade. That was cute. Lex Diamond's tapping in. Salute, fam. Supporting the machine. Thank you, sir. Marlon, what are you sending me, Marlon? Yeah, Marlon, you're late. Listen, this is the Star Report, trending news. I'm up to speed on the bullshit early. Don't send me some story from last week with Russell Simmons. Come on, man. Fuck out of here, my nigga. Okay. Guys, on the screen, urbangorilla.com. That's one of my sponsors. And in my community section, I want you to check out some of my sponsors. Go to their pages. Even if you're trolling, they just want the traffic, okay? I would appreciate if you would go there and just say, hey, you know, fuck nut sent me over here, okay? Rory, sit tight. Somebody wants to get on the line with us. I think that's Gangsta of Love, Rory. Oh, shit. Gangsta of Love, you there, my nigga, my nigga, my nigga.
Some people call me the Space Cowboy. Some
people call you a bitch-ass nigga.
Say, Star, can you put this clown on mute so I can spit facts?
No, sir. He's right there. He just called you a bitch ass nigga. He's right there. He's right there.
Hey, look. He
Yo,
look.
why
He gonna
you
talk
obsessed
over
with
me.
me?
He gonna talk
hey,
over
babe,
me.
what's
He gonna
shaking?
talk over me.
Hey,
He ain't
babe.
gonna let me talk. What's
I'll let you
the
talk.
point?
I'll let you talk. I know
So
you're
look.
stupid. Go ahead. I'll let you talk.
So babies, y'all go back and listen to the episode on 8/25/21. Roy confesses to his boyfriend getting stomped out by a bunch of trannies. And then go listen to my song that I put out against this clown. It's called Gangsta of Love, LUV, Fuck Rory.
Don't hang
listen
up
to
when I
this
gotta
song.
talk like you do every time. Go ahead.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Go listen to the song. You
Let
can
him
hear
talk.
all of Rory's confessions of sleeping with a tranny and how he thinks they're attractive. He lives in a meat packing district. Like, what sense does that make?
No, I
Like,
don't. No, I don't.
Rory, let's stick to the facts. And you're a power bottom.
The facts
You
are the
get
meat
slammed
packing
in your
district.
rectum.
Nobody lives there. It's all clubs. It's all clubs. Nobody lives in the meat packing district. You don't know New York just like you don't know Compton. You fake as hell. Yeah, you a fake nigga. So go ahead. Keep talking.
Let's go. Let's go.
You don't know New York just like you don't know Compton.
Let's go.
You from Nebraska. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's go.
So I told you, whenever you want to put the money up, let's do 3 rounds. You all talk, bro.
Listen to you. I could buy and sell you 4 times over. Bro, you not from the culture. You not from the culture. You corny. You's a nerdy black dude, right? You grew up around the police. You were raised by the police. That's what you said, right? Didn't you say your daddy was the police? Didn't you say that?
Shit.
I did.
Shit.
Okay, so you were raised in a Blue Lives Matter family, and you in Nebraska, and you come up here acting gangster. You know, when the Black Panthers were doing their thing, you know what your daddy was doing? He was rounding them up for the white man and locking them up for the rest of their life. But you come up here acting...
he was putting that 9-inch tallywhack into your mama.
3 rounds. It would have taken me 3 minutes.
Mama.
It would have taken me 3 minutes. I don't need 3 rounds. I don't need 3 rounds. When you come to New York, bring your wife with you because it'll take me 2 minutes to knock you out, and then I need something to do after I'm done. Don't waste my time, Playboy. Don't waste
Bring
my
your boyfriend
time.
with you so he can watch. He can watch you get knocked out. Then
You the cops. You the ops.
man, stop. Ain't
What
nobody
you saying?
no
You
cop.
wasn't raised by the police? Were you raised by the police?
No, you wigger, I wasn't.
You weren't. Why weren't you raised by the police if your father was the police?
That's why I ain't a
Because
cop. Why
what?
you think?
You're the only wait. The only reason you were conceived is because your mama wanted to get out of some traffic violations. Was your mama jump off for the police?
The fuck?
So what are you talking about?
Gangsta Love, don't take that. Don't take that from him.
on,
Your
man.
mama is a
Come
cop
on,
sucker.
man.
We know that.
You's a sucker.
Hey,
You's a sucker,
When
man.
are you
Shit.
gonna explain
Man,
your
I thought
boyfriend
that-
getting beat
guys,
up?
I dealt
How
with
do you
guys
go
like
from
you in
listen,
8th grade.
dude? When
I
you
dealt
gonna
with
stop
guys
talking?
like you in 8th
fuck?
grade. Knock your teeth out, man. Straight
Boy,
up. Walk
stop.
up to you, give you an eye jammy, and you never even say nothing again. That's the kind of
So
dude
why
you
you didn't
are.
beat those
Don't
transsexuals
touch
up
my
that beat up
gangster,
your
man.
boyfriend?
Don't touch my gang. Go back to Nebraska, man.
Why you
Go
didn't beat
back
up
to
them
Nebraska. You
trannies
probably
that beat up
walk
your
backwards.
boyfriend?
You know what? You walk backwards in the cornfields in Nebraska.
Dude, you're not even
listening
funny.
to the show. That's
When you
what
gonna
you
start-
do.
when you
you
gonna
walk
start making
backwards
sense?
in the cornfields in Nebraska, tickling your
Hey, Star,
derriere
let me get
with
my
all them
word in,
corn.
and then he can
That's
go
what
on
you
and
do.
talk. Cause this dude don't let
You
nobody
sitting on the
talk.
goddamn corn stalk and
I'm promoting sponsors. You guys go ahead and talk. Well, I ain't
Got
got
an
nothing to do with
obsession with
this. Go ahead and talk. What the
Nobody
fuck?
got no obsession
yeah,
with
why
no
he's always
homosexual
looking for
leprechaun.
star. Hey ref, help me out. Hey ref, help me out. You's a bussy boy, man. You phony.
Don't need-
Everything about
No,
you is
you
phony.
you
You
talk
not
too
from
much, bro. You don't
Compton.
let nobody
You
talk.
ain't
You don't
doing
know
nothing to
etiquette.
nobody.
That's the problem.
I talk too much. I don't say nothing about you. You steady sending
Can't say
lies,
nothing about me 'cause you
super
know.
chats, and in the comment section talking about me. I talk about you. I don't care about little nerd Urkel black dudes like you. I don't care about
Nerd?
little Urkel
Man,
black
stop.
dudes like you. You're nothing, man.
Your mama
I don't
cares
talk
about me.
you. You nothing.
Rory, your mama
you a
care about
peon,
me.
man.
You
You a
should care about
peon.
me.
I told you
Your
last
mama
time,
care
get your
about me.
shine box, boy. Get your shine
mama
box,
blesses
man.
me
My
every
gators
night.
needs a little shining. You ain't got
Your
no
mama,
street sense.
your
You
mama
ain't
like to
you ain't from the
baptize this
street.
9.5
You
inch
ain't from the
Callawhack.
street.
What are you
man.
talking about?
Nah, go ahead, man.
Niggas talking about getting the shine box. That's a violation.
9.5 inch
That's a,
Callawhack,
Not because
bro.
That's a
you're corny, man.
violation.
I feel bad for you. I
Shit.
feel
Love her.
bad for you. You so lame.
you
It's
see
not
her
even.
again,
You're
kiss her
raised
on
by
the
the
forehead.
police.
violation.
No,
Kiss
you
on the
raised
forehead
by the
and then kiss
police,
on the
man.
lips.
Go ahead.
Because you know you want to taste it.
You listen to gangster rap and you watch Boys in the Hood. For meanwhile, you're raised by the police and you live in Nebraska. But you're supposed
You
to
shop
be
at
some
Victoria's
confident dude I'm
Secret.
scared of. If you know where I
shop at
live, show the
Victoria's
fuck
Secret.
up, man. Show the fuck
walk
up.
around the
You
meatpacking
keep saying you're going to
district
come
buying
get me, you're going to do it. Show up, man. In
You
New
was
York, we
scared.
say show and
You
prove.
was begging stars
we say
not to
show
tell
and
where I
prove.
live at. You was begging stars.
What are you talking about?
Please don't.
Please keep me out of it, please. Please.
Looking for you.
Please,
I ain't looking
keep me
for
out of
you.
it.
I tell you right now, I don't care where you live at. I don't give a fuck where you live at. I'm not looking for you. You the one said you're looking for me. I'm not looking for your corny ass.
Don't get caught
I make
flipping.
money. I do my thing.
Folks, July the 22nd, Asian doll. Let's do a drill. We'll be out.
You selling your pussy for
Let
$40?
me know. I'll take
You selling pussy
your
for $40?
soul and I'll run through your pockets. I'll take your soul and I'll run through your pockets.
stop.
Let me
Shit.
know.
The only
man.
white boy
Let
I'm
me
scared
know.
of is Patrick
No,
Swayze.
I don't talk
Ain't scared
that
of no
shit,
white
man.
boy.
I be that shit.
God
I
rest
don't
your
talk
soul.
that shit. I be
Any
that
white boy
shit.
run up
I
on me,
don't.
he
I
just
don't
gonna have
come
to
on
show
here
me.
asking people where they live. I don't do that. I don't come on here threatening violence or asking people where they live. Real
But you call
motherfuckers
people
don't
niggas,
do that.
though, don't you?
You a corn dog, man. You a
Yeah,
whole
you call people
phony.
niggas,
If
but
you
you
ever
won't say
want
it
to
to
get
their
it on,
face.
I already
I
told you
guarantee
where
you won't
I'm
say it
at.
to no nigga
Just just make it happen. Just make it happen.
Man,
Show
stop,
and prove, man. Stop talking. Stop
I
talking.
told
You
you,
raised
drop the
by the
Addy.
police. You the ops. You the ops.
Man,
You
I told
raised
you
by the
drop the
police,
address, bro.
man. You a nice
Drop the
kid.
address.
You a nice
Let's do
kid
3
in
rounds,
Nebraska.
$1,000 a
You a
round.
nice kid in Nebraska.
$1,000
Stop
a round. I'll
watching
let your
Boys in the
boyfriend hold
Hood.
the
You gonna
money.
get yourself hurt. You gonna get
I'll
yourself
let
hurt,
your boyfriend
man.
hold the money.
Why you asking for my phone number?
Let your
Why you
boyfriend
keep
hold the
asking for
money.
my phone
Let's do
number?
1,000 rounds.
Why you keep
Let's do
asking for my
$1,000
email?
per round. And if
Come
you
on,
win on a
man.
knockout,
Come on,
then
man.
I'll throw in an
You a
extra
pussy
5.
boy, man. You a whole fan. You a whole fan.
Stop, boy.
Go
Hey,
ahead,
Star.
man. Go home.
I
Go
appreciate
home.
your
Drink
time.
yourself.
Y'all go listen
Drink
to the
yourself
Gangsta Love
sleep,
song.
boy.
Now, you guys, go ahead and talk. Listen, I'm sipping. Go ahead and talk.
On YouTube.
Go ahead and talk.
Love.
Y'all
Go ahead
can
and
hear the
talk.
Rory Diz.
Hey, this is Gangsta Love. I got a new
Y'all
podcast
listen to Rory
hosted by
Smith.
me. Yours truly, Gangster of Love. It's called The Love Report. I'm going to talk
No,
about
it's
Rory.
called Rory
I
talks
love
about
him.
how he loves
Yeah.
transsexuals. But he-
I've never
but he
met a
claims
brother
he's
on my
straight.
pills dick more than you. You are my
And then-
pills dick, man. How that shit taste?
Rory
It's
weighs
sweaty,
like
it's
130
salty, it's
pounds
sweaty, it's
because he's
salty.
suffering from
Okay.
HIV.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I'll buy
And then you
you
go
and sell
put
you
on a
5 times
then you go put
over,
on a
bitch boy.
suit so you can look like
Come-
you're Dapper
come through.
Don,
Come
and knowing
through.
damn well.
Come through. I'm not looking. I don't care about you. You the one
You
cares
ain't got
about
to.
me. Come through,
Man,
man.
stop.
I got something for you, man.
Hop in that
I'll
ring.
leave you with
Take that
keloid
HIV test
scars.
and let's
Guys on the screen, www.andretattoos.com. Please go there. Tell them I sent you incredible body art, incredible work. I think I'm going to maybe connect with him on my next road trip on the West Coast.
in that ring 3 rounds.
Yeah, I'll leave
$1,000
you
a
with
round.
some
I'll
keloid
let your
scars
boyfriend
and
hold
some
the money.
uppercuts. Okay.
Any day of the
Yeah,
week.
all right. Go walk your little dog in your white neighborhood, man. Go walk your
I'm
little
finna go
dog
walk
in
your
your white
mom real
neighborhood.
quick.
Yeah, okay. Go make another diss record about me that flops. Go ahead.
I'm gonna
you know
go
when you
walk
got
your
a
mom
when you got a
doggy
brother
style.
man, you know when you get into a black dude's head,
I'm
because
gonna
I
take her
have
back
plenty
to
of problems
Compton and
with
let the
black dudes
homies
where I
walk
live.
with her.
You know when you really get into a black dude's head and you can slap the shit out of him and you can verbally fucking slap the shit out of him, they make a diss record of you. When a black dude gets really mad at you, he'll spend his time and his money making a diss record out of you. That's what he does. And this little bitch ass spent his time and his money making a diss record about me
Hey,
that flop.
all the Puerto Ricans and
Yeah,
Dominicans,
you a
when y'all
flopper.
see
You lucky
Rory
I
up
don't make
there,
a record about you.
make sure y'all
You
represent,
lucky I don't
man.
make a record about you. You ain't got no
You
record.
can't rap.
So
You
there's
wanna
nothing
be
to
black
say. You
so
were raised
bad.
by the police. You don't have no record. You were raised by the police, right? So you a Blue Lives Matter dude. You
Nah.
the a quintessential coon. When you
And you
go
a
up
gay
the sea,
leprechaun.
instead of a crib,
Lucky Charm.
it's for coon. That's what you do.
Lucky
Nah,
Charm.
man.
A
Nobody
rainbow.
respect a black
How
police
ironic.
officer, especially in the 70s and the 80s. That's what you were raised by. Come on, man.
Get your gay ass off the line.
Fucking don't
dude.
ever come on here and
You're not
talk
even
about
funny.
black power. You a Blue Lives Matter. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
All right, cocksucker.
I'm done with this clown. He got nothing to say.
Be blessed.
I'm done with this clown. Go ahead, keep
Hey,
talking about
y'all
me,
go
man.
listen
Keep
to the Gangsta
fantasizing
Love
about
song.
me.
I'm dissing
Come on,
Rory.
man.
I got a
Come on,
podcast
man.
coming, and it's gonna be off the hook.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
talking about
okay.
Rory.
You got all this? You got that in this? Yeah, you probably got nothing.
When are you gonna stop
You probably
talking,
work a
dude?
tractor. You probably
Shut
work
up.
a tractor for the white man in the cornfields of Nebraska. That's what you do. You ain't
No,
got shit.
actually,
You
I got
probably
a
live in
contract
goddamn
making
trailer.
$225
You
a
living in
year.
a trailer.
What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah, you think you came up in the world because you got
Folks, this is premium black news, and I do have time for the bullshit.
a steel trailer. You got leaks in your
And
roof.
I'm only
You
living
should
here
worry about
to
the
build
leaks in your
property.
roof, man. Don't be worrying
I'm
about
retiring
me.
in 5
You
years.
don't know. I don't
you
know
gonna be on your knees.
I don't care about you. Don't worry about me. Worry about the leaks in your roof, man. That's what you should be
Ain't no
living in
leaks in my roof,
Nebraska.
you cocksucker.
Fuck you doing in
Worry
Nebraska?
about the
You a
leaks in
real
your
nigga?
throat.
Fuck a
Make
real
sure you
nigga
catch
doing
all
in
that
Nebraska.
nut when
It's
you
okay
sucking
to
it
be
up.
from there, but you never moved out of there. You never left there. You moved from California, Los Angeles to Nebraska. What fuck kind of corny shit is that? Don't nobody do that shit. That's hustling backwards. That's hustling backwards. That
That's what
shows
smart
everybody
niggas do.
you just
What
how
the fuck you
lame
talking
you are.
about?
What you doing out there?
Folks, check out my nigga Jada Bandit on YouTube. Jada Bandit repping P-Town, New Jersey. Okay. You guys good? Get it all out?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. Gangsta Love, thank you for your support, man. Salute.
Stop talking about me, pussy boy.
All right.
Stop
I'm talking about
obsessing
your mama
me.
tonight. Tell her I'll be over
Stop
in about an
obsessing
hour.
about me. Come on, man. Roll up to the crib. I gave you the Addy. I gave it to you.
Oh, shit. Okay, he clicked off. Rory. Rory, sit tight,
Yeah,
man.
I'll tell you, that's what he does every time.
All right, Rory, sit tight.
He runs. He did a runner. They call that a runner.
Hold on
He did a
second.
runner.
Sit tight.
That's exactly what happened in real life. He'll do a runner.
Hold on.
Sucker.
I'm sitting here sipping, feeling good. Okay, give me a second. Okay, guys, want to make sure I promote Asian Doll. Rory, don't you move. For those who don't know Asian Doll, okay. She gained prominence with her projects Drippin' in Glow and Rise of Barbie Doll Gang. Her project Kill Bill Volume 1 secured her position in the U.S. Billboard charts, and she has made numerous headlines, over 10 million followers and subscribers collectively. And on July the 22nd, she drops Let's Do a Drill, Asian Doll, okay? I want to thank her team for reaching out to me. I've been reckless eyeballing her for over maybe 2 years. I like her music, and I think she's a hottie. Asian Doll, pardon me, July the 22nd, okay? Sit tight, Rory. I got you. Don't move. Okay, what is that? Something send me crazy email. Dimpzilla says, when Rory sneezes, cum bubbles float out of his nose. Okay, that was crazy. Thank you, Dimpzilla. Okay. Marlon, I got your email. Marlon, if you're not sending in donations, Marlon, please stop sending me a bunch of fucking emails,
so
Marlon.
bad.
I don't need friends, all right? Blade says, the Mick Rory talking hella reckless tonight.
Yo, can I say Blade is one of the more intelligent people on this goddamn platform. You know, Blade got knowledge. Blade, I don't know the cat, but I can tell that he's definitely traveled, and Blade knows people, man. Blade's
Hold on
been
a
around.
second. Everybody
You can
hold
tell
on a
Blade's been
second
around.
because I am about this fucking bag. Jordan Wells, do you want to call in, sir? Jordan Wells, I got your donation. You should have my number. Jordan Wells, it's always a great time, man, to call in and promote. If not, I will shift your banner back up in the community section. Thank you for your donation, Jordan Wells. Guys, in the community section, Jordan Wells. Matter of fact, let me take some time right now. Hold on, Rory. Sit tight. This man spends Skrilla. Everybody, hold the fuck on. Jordan, text me or email me if you want to call in. Where's your banner, man? I want to make sure I got it cocked and ready to go. Pause. Cocked and ready to go. Okay, got it. Boom. Okay. All right, Rory, man, good to hear from you. Anything else you want to mention or promote, man? Your picture has been getting a lot of responses in the community section. You want to comment on that, Rory? How old was that picture?
That's last year. That was Easter.
Okay.
This year. Last year.
Okay.
That was Easter last year.
You put on a little weight.
Nah, my favorite comment was, the homeboy looks like he's on Masterpiece Theater. I like that comment. I like that comment. Whatever, man. We get fresh to death. It's a New York City thing. You ain't from here, you don't understand. But,
let me see if I can put this on
the holidays.
Let me see if I can put this on the screen while we're talking. I'll bring in one more call. Hold on a second. Who's 202? Is that area code 202? Good evening. Are you there? 202. 202. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Hello. Are you there? 202. I don't want to assume I know who that is. 202. Pick it up. Pick it up. God damn it. I'm trying to find Rory's picture. Okay.
Sound like he having a black baby shower. I think he had a black baby shower.
202, are you picking up the goddamn phone? What are you doing? Come on. All right, somebody's doing too much. I thought that was Aaron, but I don't know who that is. They just got a lot of noise in the fucking background.
Yo, Star, you really used to buy coke off the Boricuas?
From time to time, when I couldn't get it in certain places, Mark Anthony had a cousin that I did buy a coke from. 256, you there? Good evening.
I got burned by them a couple of times, man. Their shit was already cut. It was always cut too much.
By the Puerto Ricans?
They always put too much cut in the shit.
Yeah. Well, I just went to them when I couldn't get it from the Colombians. 256, good evening. You there? 256. Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, Paul?
Sir, your phone sounds like shit. Are you calling on a T-Mobile? What's cracking, my nigga? Talk to me.
It used to be. No. How you doing?
I'm doing, sir. What's cracking with you, man? I got Rory's picture on the screen. Do you know Rory? Do you listen to the show from time to time?
Yeah, I seen that picture. I see that picture.
Okay, there. Pal, there's Rory on the screen.
So, play, where you from? How much you bet pressing?
I seen that picture. Oh.
Where you from? How much you bench pressing?
That's the first question you gonna ask. How much somebody bench pressing?
Yeah, man. Where you from? We want to see if you's a real dude. Where you from? How much you bench pressing? Where you represent?
No, Rory, ask him if he's a real nigga. I see he's a real nigga. Real nigga?
Yeah, be proud of that shit. What's up?
Real nigga?
Where you from? How much you bench pressing?
I don't know. It's been a minute.
What? So where you from? All right, you don't bench press. Where you from?
Where you from, my nigga? Speak up.
Oh, man. See, that's what it is. Like, you just run your mouth.
Not like where you from. No. Not on no stupid gang shit.
And I'm going to be honest with you, though. You really got to cut back on that nigga. All that shit.
No, I don't say it like that. No.
Or else what? Hold on a second. Hold on. Rory, hold on. Or else what?
You calling.
Or else what? Rory, slow down.
Y'all talking about how you do this.
Let me put Rory on hold. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Stop talking. You spoke, I'm speaking now. Or else what? The white boy said nigga. Or else what? What you gonna do?
I'm telling them.
Nigga, either you're coming or you're not. Don't talk me to death. Rory, you there? Hold on a second. I got Jordan Wells on the line. Rory, sit tight, man. I gotta promote business, man. Fuck that nigga, man. Jordan, are you there? Good evening. Jordan Wells, area code 973.
Yeah, hey, how you doing, sir? How's everything?
Hey, man, it's a Friday night. Let me get your information on the screen. I want you to do some promoting. Hold on a second. Never mind me. Jordan Wells. Pow, what's going on with the new book? And where do you want to go, please?
Yeah. Just it's a new novel, thriller novel, a fictional novel about a woman named Calissa Morrison.
Okay.
First woman president in U.S. history. Yeah, first woman president in U.S. history. And she's going through a very dark secret behind the scenes. And that secret is her husband, the first gentleman, is abusing her in the White House. So it's a story more so about domestic violence.
Okay.
So far, it's doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good so far. I've got some great reviews, and I've been sending it out to multiple TV stations in the city. And I sent one down to the White House. So it'll probably be a while before I hear back from anything.
Rory, sit tight. I see you in the queue. Rory, sit tight. So Jordan, man, your book, Your book is on the screen. Madam President, a novel by Jordan Wells, now available on Amazon. So we still don't know if the Madam President in this book is black or white or Hispanic or Asian. You don't want to say that. I get it. What about the person who's giving her the ground and pound and the eye jammies? Can you tell us what color or lack thereof he is in this novel, please?
Yeah, so with her husband, Ted, that's his name. I didn't even put an ethnicity for him either because I really wanted readers to focus on the actual topic of domestic violence and not so much of the ethnicity of the woman. But I mean, as for everybody who's reading it, they're going to have their own perspective. Like I have had African American people read the book and they have an idea of who the president is. But then it's funny because somebody mentioned to me that, for Caucasian people who reads my book, they won't even assume that or figure out if she's black or white. They just assume that she's already white. I thought that was interesting, kind of. You just felt that it was. But I'm just getting a lot of different feedback, but it's great feedback, so I'm really happy about it.
Okay, so this is one of how many books that you have on the market right now? I've got a bunch of your books, man, and thank you for always, sending me copies to read. Do you want to?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is book number 7. So in total, I have 17 books on the market. I'm going to release 2 more books by the end of this year.
Okay.
So I just keep it rolling. All the thoughts and all the stories and stuff, they just come in my mind. So I just write what I see.
Okay.
But yeah, I have I probably have 5 other novels that I'm going to release probably sometime next year.
Nice.
I just have them all in my mind. So it's a nice little gift I have. I'm just not going to waste it.
Okay. Well, hey, man, I'm going to rotate your banner tomorrow, somewhere in the early afternoon. And you want me to put the link to the Amazon or to your website? Which one?
Yeah, the Amazon. That sent the link. The Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by, and have a good night. Jordan Wells.
Thank you. You too. Have a good night. All right.
All right. Rory, I'm going to finish up with you, man, because I want to take some other calls, Cash App, Super Chat. It's turning into a long show.
Yeah, cool.
Where are you, man?
Cool. Yeah, everybody talking about they got a problem with me saying the N-word sometimes.
Man, stop it.
I don't say that shit to everybody. But you want to start calling me a honky and a cracker, and you want to say all this old crazy shit to me. I don't care. I'll say that word to you. I don't give a fuck. You acting like I like that. That ain't something that's normal to me. That's normal to me, man. Once in a while, that word comes out. If I'm talking to somebody that I don't like, and they keep using honky, nobody gives a shit. If this guy calls me a honky and a cracker for 5 minutes straight, that's all good. But the minute I say the N-word, all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose. You know what I mean? I'm not a cracker. I'm not from down south. I'm a white boy, man. Crackers crumble. White boys rumble. We different.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
I say it again. Well, I'm not a cracker. I'm not from down south. My family never did nothing to no black people. We immigrants from...
Crackers crumble. White boys rumble. Say it again.
White boys rumble. Crackers crumble, white boys rumble. Bring that noise if you got noise to bring, man. You know, I don't use that word. I don't generalize that. I don't even like that word. But a motherfucker keep talking to me any old way, that fucking word's gonna come out, and I don't give a shit. I never apologize for saying it because I know who I'd say it to. Yeah. And that's what they are. Fuck it.
Rory, good to talk to you, man. We'll catch up tomorrow, man. Have a good night. Have a good night.
Always. Always.
My
All
nigga,
right, OG.
My nigga. Rory Tappan. Folks, this show is a total embarrassment tonight. Whew, shit. Hey, Miss Ruth, good to hear from you. Miss Ruth, I'm coming through North Dakota next month. Did you say you're in North or South Dakota? I've been looking at land for sale, Miss Ruth, in North Dakota and Montana. I have been finding some crazy deals, like 25 acres for $60,000, $80,000 for 40 acres, and taxes like $150 per year. That's crazy. Thank you for your donation, Miss Ruth, okay? Frank White tapping, and he says, salute the hater. Yeah. Thank you, Frank. Wait a minute. Is that my nigga Precise 584? Is this Precise, my nigga Precise tapping, or is this Amaru? Who's on the line?
Oh, this is Amaru, yeah.
Amaru, how are you, man? What's cracking, man? Good to hear from you.
What's going on? Oh, nothing, man. I was just calling in because I was trying to shout out the show real quick.
Absolutely. Hold on a second.
And stuff.
Let me make sure I get everything
Appreciate
on
that,
the
man.
screen. Go ahead. So you're down with Precise, yes?
Yeah. This is my friends or whatever. I've been knowing Precise probably since like 2017, man.
Go ahead, man. Promote.
Best fucking co-host
Let's
in the
go.
game, man. We on like every Wednesday, 7:30 Pacific time.
Okay.
We usually do like 3-hour shows, but lately they've been like 4-hour, 5-hour shows. But
Okay.
people like the show so much now they're trying to get us to do a second show. So
Nice. So where are you from originally, and where are you located now?
I'm from Atlanta. I'm still here, but I moved away like a few times. But I was like been to Rhode Island, been to Rhode Island, and what was that? Maryland, Baltimore.
Now hang on a second. Your name is how do you say your name again? Let me write this down. How do you pronounce your name?
It's Amaru.
Amaru. Okay.
How you doing?
And you're on the Precise Live show. Now, with all due respect, sir, how'd you go from Atlanta up to Rhode Island? Rhode Island's a shithole. How'd you wind up there? Were you on the run?
Yo, I went out there because I was talking to somebody at the time. I was dating somebody. That man said it's a shithole. It was all right. It wasn't like the worst. I seen like way worse.
No, sir. Rhode Island's a shithole. I know Rhode Island very well. So now, are you still with that person? Is that a female or male? I'm just asking. I don't know. I don't know.
That was like 09. No, it's a female. No Ricky Martin shit.
I'm just asking. I'm trying to be respectful because everybody's got different. All right, so
Ricky Martin shit. Nah.
So you went from Rhode Island to where? Maryland, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're in Maryland?
Yep. And
you're in Maryland now?
Well, I was there I was in Rhode Island for a while, and then I went to Maryland like some years after. So when was supposed to get the Astro, the HHC.
Give him a second, folks. He's an Uber driver. Are you okay?
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Are you driving?
Yeah.
You driving Uber? What's going on? Uber Eats? What are you doing right now?
No. I do like retail.
Okay.
Like retail real quick.
Okay. Take your time. I've never met Precise, but I enjoy what you guys do. So now, what is it that you bring to the show? Are you a man who does research, information, comedy. What do we get from you on the Precise
my part
Show?
is doing I'm doing research, and then I'm doing like more the historical side, but I break down. Sometimes if we see you see movies, like you see a message in a movie, that's usually like my thing.
Okay.
So I like break down something like that. So I see like maybe like some kind of symbolic stuff in a movie, and that'll be like me going into that and breaking it down.
Okay.
Or if it's like some kind of news topic or something that happened that I felt like somebody like the audience should know, I usually bring that out to them and like kind of do research behind that. So
Okay. Can I ask you a personal question, sir? Can I ask you with all due respect?
Yeah.
Okay. When's the last time you beat your bitch? When's the last time you beat your bitch?
Yo, no, I don't even do that, man. No, I ain't even got one, but I wouldn't do it if I had one, man.
Sir, you moved from Atlanta up to Rhode Island, down to Maryland. Yeah, you're a man who moves from state to state, and something makes you get up and leave. I'm guessing. Do you put hands?
Oh, the two different times. Yeah, I was talking.
Do you put hands on a bitch? What makes
like years apart.
What makes you leave one state and go to the next? Please.
I can't be beating on nobody though, man. Like I had went there, like you know what I'm saying, get tired of like the Atlanta chicks for a while.
Sir,
doing the same stuff in the city.
Sir. I know niggas like you. You go from state to state, which is crazy. From Atlanta.
I've only been to 2 states.
To Rhode Island to Maryland.
Apart, man.
Are you in Maryland now? Where are you now, sir?
No, I'm back home. I'm back in Atlanta. I've been in Atlanta
okay.
Those things happen like years.
So you beat multiple bitches in different states, and now you're back in the A.
Yo, this man. Yo.
All right. Well, okay. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you tapping in. You're on the Precise Live show, and you guys go live on Wednesday, yes?
Yes, Wednesday, Pacific Standard Time. Yep.
Okay. And your name is Amaru?
Yep. The Baron Amaru Phoenix. They can catch me on there. They want to see us. They can catch us on IG.
Okay.
TikTok, Telegram, Clubhouse. Those all like the different apps that we all have.
Right. So, how old are you, sir, Amaru? How old are you, sir? How old are you?
Right now, I am 37.
Okay. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on board, and please keep your hands to yourself, all right? Please.
Yeah, I've been trying to just get through, man. This is like I tried once, but it was like,
I know.
Been kind of crazy, but I see how wild they get, man. So I'm just glad to even get through here. Appreciate y'all giving us the opportunity.
You, man. Salute.
Putting the platform up there.
All right. God bless, sir. God bless.
All right.
God bless. Okay. All right. Amaru tapping in. Folks, I'm just a fucking dropout, but it just, I'm a low budget sociologist, I study human behavioral patterns, niggas moving from state to state. Troll babies, am I doing too much? Do I shut it down? Oh, shit. Nah, a nigga doesn't go from Atlanta up to Rhode Island to be an Uber driver. He doesn't go up there to do anything but to get the fuck away from Atlanta. And then you go to Maryland. RJ Supreme says, hater, Kodak Black was just, oh, stop it. RJ Supreme says Kodak Black was just caught with $50K in cash and 30 plus in pills. He shouldn't have been pardoned. I don't know, man. I never met Kodak Black, but he just, what was that song he had out back in the days? cracker took my 40 and I'm about to go buy a Draco. You know? Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to shut this down soon. We're coming up on the 3-hour mark. Blade, thank you for your donation. Oh, cool, Star. That Irish bomb maker is talking real reckless tonight. Okay. Yeah. Larry got your donation. Respect to the bullshit. Salute. Thank you, man. Yeah. Jordan Wells. Thank you, Jordan. Okay. Okay, hang on a second. This is... Okay, I got another Italian bitch threatening me. Hold on a second. She said, I'm on the line, you fuck. You see, I got old Italian bitches from the 80s threatening my life. I'm not worried about niggers riding around with the stick. Some of these old white bitches, they mean business. Especially the old soccer moms, you know, they feel like they've got nothing to lose. Frank, I got your donation. He says 30 more minutes. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, somebody. Okay, she's threatening me. You're going to be 6 feet below, you fucking moly. Oh, thank you. Thank you, you lowlife. You low-life fucking cannoli eater with hair on your arms. Hold on a second. Blade again. Blade says, thanks, Rory. You ain't bad for an Irishman. Okay. Give me a second. Oh, okay. Somebody's, okay. Making threats. Folks, I'm no tough guy, but I'm at the fucking, the Wendy's in Woodstock. 8:30 in the morning, twice a week. I'm from that generation where, you know, don't talk about it, be about it. And you can find me in Woodstock. I'm not hiding. You can even make it inside, I've always said. But leaving with your life, that's the trick. A few more calls. Area code 315. Good evening, Ricky Martin. Taking bussy, beating up the bussy or something, allegedly. Are you up to speed? 315. Good evening. Good evening.
What's going on?
Yes, sir.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. How are you, sir? What's cracking? What's shaking?
Yeah, I'm very good. Thank you. Yeah, no, I wanted to speak about the thread of common, decency.
Yeah, listen, I'm just a dropout, but I think I have the answer to me why Atlanta no longer has a thread of common decency. Yeah, it's just my theory. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel that I do a lot of work in the States. Yeah, I'm from London. I called him before.
Okay.
I do a lot of work in the States, and I've mainly been on the East Coast and the West Coast.
Okay.
Now, I think I travel all over the world.
Okay.
I think the most dangerous place, and the place where it's all of a facade and, you know, the camaraderie is not there, is LA. I've never felt more vulnerable ever in life than LA, and I can name so many different situations in which I felt like, what the hell is this? I'll break down one story, okay? And I think this is the same. Hello?
Yeah, yes, you have the floor. Continue.
Yeah, I think this is the same as the whole of the US. I mess with a flight attendant girl from Queens, so I get about the US a little bit. But this is a story about LA.
Okay.
So the first time going there, I was in Hollywood, and I'm thinking, you know, Hollywood, this is where the superstars are. This is sweet. So I went to a hookah lounge. So as I sit in the hookah lounge, I've got my own little table to myself.
Okay.
and another gentleman comes to sit down next to me. And I thought okay, I've got my own hookah. I'm by myself. He's by himself. I'm a straight man. I don't get down like that. But I said to him, do you want to share some of my hookah? I thought it's the polite thing to do. A thread of common decency. I've got my own hookah. Right. I'm by myself. You don't have yours. Would you like to share? He just responded with, what? You're offering another man, to blow on his pipe? What?
Right.
It just escalated into a whole another situation. Then all of a sudden I realized that he's with a group of people. Yeah. LA music starts, coming on with, it has the sirens. It's quite easy to spot what is LA music. Okay. So I just quickly go into the bathroom, order an Uber, and I get the hell out of there. But the whole point of what I'm trying to say is that I feel like there's a heightened tension in America. It's like everybody's fearful of one another, and no one can just be nice. That's how I personally feel. Whereas if you go to other countries like the UK, or not just the UK because my parents are actually from Ghana, but any other country, it's not like that. Okay. But even on the East Coast, New York, I felt I'm a big black guy. I'm about 280 pounds. Okay. I feel like everybody's scared of you. It's like everybody's scared of each other. And plus the fact that everybody could have straps as well. Nobody knows who has a gun, who doesn't have a gun. So it's a very tense place. You immediately notice all the news channel pumping fear. Everybody is it's a very, very tense and everybody's scared of everybody type environment. So that's what I think is contributing to it. It's mainly
okay. Can I respond to what you're saying? I appreciate you calling in. Are you in the States now, or where are you, sir?
So I'm in London now, but okay. I should be moving to New York in 2 months. Yeah.
Okay. Well, with all due respect, you were in Los Angeles, which for the most part is gangland, and then there's a certain tension amongst those who are involved in illicit activity out there for different reasons, whether it be fame and fortune or just a devious nature. You offered another man to share your hookah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, where you come from, that would be the common thing to do, whether you're in Liverpool or Birmingham, it's a common thing. Hey, excuse me, bloke, would you like to share the hookah? I get it. But you're right, mate. You want to share some of the hookah, of course. Yeah. But you're talking about America, where our culture is capitalism, and we are of savage breeding. Mm-hmm. Savage breeding. So the kind gesture was not received well, and I would suggest don't do it again. Now, you're from Africa, you say, your family, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am. And you know what?
Hang on. With all due respect, sir. With all due respect, are you a descendant of slave traders? Keep it real. Keep it real.
I'll keep it even more real with you. I'm a descendant of the families that sold Africans to Caribbeans. You understand?
Yes. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. You see, I respect.
So I'm going to keep 100.
I respect the gangster of the African. The African is a businessman. Fuck all that brother shit. It's tribes. Just because you're black and I'm black does not mean that we are of like mind. You may be a low-life piece of shit, a descendant of fucking chimney sweeps. You're not my fucking brother. You see, I respect that. So I guess if there's a moral to the story, don't offer any fucking savage your fucking hookah pipe again. Don't go slumming. Don't go slumming and offering anybody a fucking hookah pipe just because they're of similar complexion. Go ahead, sir.
How do you feel about this explanation? I'll never do that again. But how do you feel about this explanation you know, the girl from Queens, she told me a lot of people in general, especially in America, they never grew up with their father. So they don't know how to receive another man being positive and nice with them. So as a result, they're threatened by it immediately. So that's one theory. And then just to double back on the Africa point as well about the slavery thing. What it was is that, you know, as part of the Ashanti tribe, which we was in Ghana, there was other big tribes. There's other big tribes like the Yoruba tribe from Nigeria. What would happen is the powerful tribes will beat other countries in war.
That's right.
And capture their people as prisoners of war. So they're subject to servitude, but it wasn't the same as industrial slavery as the white man used to call it. But we would sell them the same way to white people, and then whatever they done is their business. That's slavery. That's slave trade. You know, and that's it in a nutshell. So
now, hang on a second. Can I ask the girl from Queens? Are you just smashing her, or are you dating her?
No, I'm just smashing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Yeah,
Listen. If you're a descendant of slave traders, you know, you can go slumming for a while, but you're not trying to put a ring on her finger as if she's something special, and then show your parents this is who you chose. Don't do that.
No. Definitely.
No.
And the way the child support system is here, there's no way I'm doing that. No way.
With all due respect, you know, I mean, you would be better off getting yourself a 400-pound white bitch than just some basic American black chick. A 400-pound white bitch. Okay?
You know, America, what I realize is that women want money so much. That's what it's all about. It's about what do you have? What can you do for me?
And that's no disrespect to American black chicks, but, you know, you, a descendant of slave traders, you're from a family of, or a tribe and a lineage of business people. So keep it business. Don't fall for a bitch who needs a father figure and she thinks she's gonna fucking give you some pussy, and you're supposed to treat her like a queen. She's not a queen. She's a descendant of a tribe that lost a fucking war, and that's what it is. All right?
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yes, that's what it is.
Thank you, man. Have a good night.
That's what it is.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right. You too. All right.
Thank you. Yeah.